Welcome to Feats Fantasies, Cataclysm Rising. We are joined today again by...
Oh, me. I am Manuel, Barkton, of Countryville, County City Town.
Hey, I'm bored.
You're bored?
And I am Sylack.
I like that guy.
Dragonborn.
I like that guy. You are a Dragonborn, sir.
And I am Manny, the DM for this wonderful occasion. Last we left off, our party, our heroic adventuring party, had escaped the unusual Armalite caverns, which a number of kobold occupied, worshipping a makeshift sigil effigy to the multi-headed dragon goddess Tiamat, which Sylack proceeded to try and destroy. And while trying to destroy it, he inadvertently caused, as well as a previous spell that he had cast inside a mountain, caused the entire cavern to begin to collapse on itself. The team narrowly escaped. Sylack lost a little bit of a tail in the process, but overall everyone was okay, including their ally Leonard Ottoman. As they traveled back, they had discovered that the mountain collapsed in on itself. Multiple mudslides and landslides had appeared, making the terrain rather rough and rocky. But it wasn't any trouble to the party. They were able to get through it pretty quickly. They made camp, discovered a dead body at their camp that seemed to be in possession of an unusual ring that could change your appearance. When they got back to town,
I didn't trust that body.
When they got back to town, they had appraised the Armalite, the amount of Armalite they had. Discovered they could get more for it if they found somebody to refine it, and eventually, in the process of trying to figure out where to go next, they ended up Neville had taken up Hovar's offer concerning the unusual sigil ring that their bard Amethyst had. Amethyst had spent her money on a drunken bender, ending up on the roof of a town building, and was promptly arrested the next morning. And after getting her stuff confiscated, the party went to retrieve her belongings, but not her, and left her behind in the jail cell. The party learned that Leonard had departed from the town after thanking everyone for helping him out on his endeavor to collect some Armalite. And the party proceeded to head to the very large town of Onexa to find someone to refine the Armalite they had. They eventually did, and they were told that it would take about a week for the Armalite to be fully processed, so they could appraise the amount for it later. And then Neville had also gone to a seedier tavern in the area called the Punched Warg, where he met a blind bartender who examined the sigil ring and told him that he could meet him later around midnight that day. And in the process, they ended up looking around for things to do. They discovered the Far Step Adventurers Guild, learned of a job that was available that would take them to the outskirts of the city in the more rural farmland region of the area, and they had learned how to apply to the guild, and ended up becoming sponsored by a copper dragonborn woman named Calypso Montgomery. Then they accepted the job, and last we left off, you guys were heading towards Braid Berry Farm. All right. So, just for the sake of more expedition, we're going to say you guys have made the couple hours walk through the area to the county of Commodore, where Braid Berry Farm is. You can see that it's mostly just all farmland on the left and right. Passing through, you do also see a billboard for porcelain cigars, and then eventually you'll see the sign for Braid Berry Farms, free tours, and we also sell mead.
It's an interesting advertisement.
Yes. You can see that and we also sell mead has just been kind of nailed on at the bottom, like this is a recent addition. And you walk down the dirt road, past all of the berry fields on your left and right. You can see that there are various workers on each side, and you eventually make your way towards the plantation manor, which is more towards the center of the field. And you can see that there are people starting to package or pack crates of berries into various wagons. And there seems to be a dwarf who is making various directions and motions, telling people to go do this, go do that, and then he sees the three of you approach on the horizon. Hello, my friends! It's like, are you here for a tour? Welcome to Braid Berry Farm. Are you here for a tour of the plantation? What? No. Oh. I see you are onto the teeth, and this strapping fellow, he is wearing armor. He's like, are you here for the job, perhaps?
This dwarf is French. I don't trust him. No dwarf is French. All dwarves are Scottish. I don't understand. No.
Do you know this?
No, I'm fucking. I kind of bow lowly to him. Not too low,
right,
but as low as I can go as a dragonborn.
As a dragonborn.
Yeah, as a dragonborn.
As a dragonborn.
As a dragonborn.
And go, yes. We are here because we've heard you had a problem of sorts.
Well, I am Amon Braid. Welcome to the Braid Berry Plantation. We also sell mead. This is a very recent endeavor, and I will show you to our hives where the problem has happened. Follow me.
So what exactly is the problem?
Well, as you walk and talk, well, you see, a couple of days ago, I had the night before that, I had everything was set up. Everything was perfect. Everything was wonderful. We were selling berries. We were fermenting honey. And then I wake up one morning and I see that bunch of my hives have been destroyed inexplicably. And after swearing up to the high heavens for a good 10-20 minutes, you can ask my workers. It's like I finally decided to go down there, take a look at what the hell happened, and there were just these tracks everywhere leading out into the forest, into the wetlock forest. I sent out a summons, a bounty, for the lack of a better word, to the local guild in Onexa, and I have been waiting ever since, and I'm very pleased that you have answered it. It's like, come, let me show you. As he brings you over, you see these, you can see various crates.
You can see
the various crates and stuff. The crates.
Clits.
The boxes, the hives that have been established, and you can see that there are, out of the dozen, 3 stand intact.
So, okay.
Yeah, so nine of them have been destroyed. It's like, you see the destruction that has been caused. I have to raise up my honey prices and my mead prices just so I can be able to afford the resources to repair all these. It's like, I will let you experts do what you do best. If you need any information.
So you don't know what destroyed them?
Not entirely sure. There were all these tracks. I guess they are bear, but there are a bunch of other things. But yes, I will let you do what you do best. If you need any help, I will be around. I will be in the immediate area. It's like,
Bears do like honey.
That's an astute observation, boy.
Yes.
I think you're more helpful when you're drunk. Hey, about that mead.
yes. What would you like to know about the meat? It is a very new recipe. It is delicious. It is. I'm
Get
happy to
him a
give you
pint.
bottle. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Wait, where's my dice?
What, where?
There they are.
Do you have? Okay, you have dice.
I have my dice. I'm just gonna.
Oh. That crinkle. Oh, that pop.
I didn't realize that this is what this session was gonna be turning into.
A dice ASMR.
Yep.
Roll me, daddy.
Okay. Stop it. Persuasion?
Mhm.
Unnatural 20.
No, okay. He's like, well, I suppose it's like you. It would be good if you knew exactly what you were fighting for. And
I agree.
he calls over one of his servants. He's like, Jacques. He's like, come here. Wait. He's like, get this man a bottle of our finest meat. And then he goes, comes back later, and he presents to you a fine golden bottle, with the label of a bee drawn on top of a berry. It says Braid Berry Farm's mead. It's like, enjoy. I hope it will stir the fires in your heart to fight for these hives, for this farm.
You had to be really prepared, huh?
Oh,
He's like, it's good, yes?
that is mead.
Yes, it is. He's like, you know what? It's like, luckily Jacques also brought some glasses. He pours all of you a glass and offers it out. Are you gonna drink some mead? No. It's like,
I'm gonna take the glass.
Salud.
I'm just gonna smell it a little bit.
Board downs his pint. And he looks over.
You
at,
realize he didn't bring you a pint. He ended up bringing you a bottle,
Oh,
right?
Right.
but then I brought
it.
glasses and then yeah.
He looks over at Sylax.
Sylack?
Are you gonna drink that?
I'll take it with me.
Very well. He's like,
I'm just gonna sip it just a little bit. No, it's not bad.
it's very sweet, very smooth, very crisp.
Okay. Anyway, all right. So I'm going to go and investigate some of the destroyed honeycombs, right?
Hives and stuff like that.
Yeah. So honeycombs.
So yeah, make an investigation check. All right. What are you two gonna do?
I will also see what I can learn about the hives.
Okay. So I guess. Well,
Oh.
what did you get?
Unnatural 20 again.
Okay, natural 20. Alex?
Hold on.
Yeah, investigation, please. Did you get my message about the spell?
Yes. Yeah. I got it.
18.
Okay, both of you are investigating. You specifically noticed that like, all the hives and boxes and crates and stuff like that that the bees are being held in, they've all been kind of knocked over and then trampled. Some have been clawed and broken at. You've noticed around the ground there are definitely a bunch of various number of tracks. Specifically two distinct types.
So I'm going to expend one ranger spell slot. Can I sense any aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiend, or undead?
No.
Okay. Nothing like that?
Nope.
They're all beasts, aren't they?
Yeah.
Are there
Damn
any animals nearby?
When I first said that, I thought that it was going to say beasts. What kind of terrain are we in?
It's just there's a pretty thick forest nearby, but the rest is just farmland. Fairly flat. not a whole lot of variation in the hills and slopes.
Well, I
got it
can I
right here,
attempt
but
something
thank you.
very strange?
Sure.
I'm going to walk up to one of these beehives.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt casting Speak with Animals.
What's the specifics of that spell? Does it include insects? Or small insects?
Is insect a...
It's
Oh, yeah, good
beast.
point.
It's
Monster
communicate
type?
with beast. Well,
Well, hold on. He has to find if bees are considered beasts or vermin.
Yeah, there are swarms in here, so...
Swarms is a subtype,
Okay,
not
true.
or a template, not a monster type.
I don't want to be the one to accidentally ruin the box if opening it.
Oh.
So
Okay,
I
there
would
isn't...
feel bad.
There isn't specifically bees in here.
okay.
Well, what is their subtype? Oh, they're not even unwrapped. I apologize.
It's all good. Like I said, I just didn't want to be the one to accidentally
Would
ruin the
insects be
box.
considered a subtype?
Huh?
Would insects be considered a subtype?
Yeah. Well,
No.
Well,
no.
Look for like fire beetle or
Well.
giant spider.
you're saying you're trying to cast Speak with Beasts
Well,
specifically,
it's
or
called Speak with Animals, and it's you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the GM's discretion.
What's the intelligence again?
it's whatever the intelligence is of the animal.
Yeah.
Okay, well...
This really has turned into this kind of a session.
I was just hoping that there'd be some hive intelligence.
Well, now you've created such
Hive mind.
that
I mean, look, I'm also fine if you just say hard no, you cannot stalk the bees.
well, it's good to know, honestly, if
Because it might come up again later.
True.
Or it might
Okay.
come up in a different way.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Since it seems like the swarms and the insects don't really even have a language, so I'm gonna say no.
well, beasts don't have a language either,
Yeah.
Manny.
So, oh yeah, true.
That's what talk
Right,
animals
right,
is
right.
for.
That's the whole point of the spell is.
Giant fire beetle is considered a beast.
Okay.
Giant.
And then there's swarm of insects, which are medium swarm of tiny beast.
Yep.
So
beasts.
yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, they'll count. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, sorry about
I'm
that.
doing this.
Okay, you talk to the bees. What would you like to say?
Hello.
Well, you
one.
need to know their intelligence and stuff so you can answer properly.
Well, keep in mind that they don't tend to. Well, yeah. Based on their intelligence, they either can convey simple statements, or in terms of bees, they probably dance for him, because that is their language.
I've got my own way to approach this.
I have to understand this dance.
I've got my own way to approach this.
No,
Don't
you
worry.
have to speak with animals.
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. Speak with animals is gonna help me understand the dance.
No, don't worry. I got this. I got
Okay.
this.
Oh,
If-
God.
If I thought of this just maybe a minute or two ago, I would have immediately just said yes. What would you like to ask the bees?
I think I know where this is going. I don't like it, but I like it.
What are you asking him?
Good morning.
Hey, how are you?
Oh God, no! What have I done?
Hi.
Have you seen any animals who attacked your fellow hives?
Well, aside from the humans and maybe that one thing that happened a couple nights ago, not much else. What are you talking about? The animals or the humans or the animals?
The animals.
Oh yeah, there were these big ass things that just came clawing at all the hives. It was like they got the one that Jerry's over down there.
This is a really complex dance.
It's super complex.
Like, holy
Well,
shit.
and the other thing is, like, presumably if Boar is actually speaking to them, Boar is actually having to dance to
No,
speak with-
you can speak to
No,
them.
here's the thing. Here's what you guys are hearing. Bzz, 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 bzz.
Are we in a Nickelodeon cartoon? Is that what's going on?
No,
You're in-
it's
you're in-
B-movie Gunther.
I was
I realize this.
I was doing the Seinfeld baseline.
I know.
Thank you.
I am fully aware. I'm not acknowledging it. That's why I'm saying this is a really weird dance. And the fact that you're just talking to them and able to understand them while me and Novell are just like... You can't see this, listeners, but we are giving the squinty eyes and looking around like, what the fuck?
They are giving the exact same facial expression that a person watching a homeless drunk guy talk with bees would give.
That is an accurate statement.
But yeah, we were just, it was like, there were all these screaming, there was screaming, there was a whole bunch of just malarkey and all kinds of stuff going on. It's like, the queen told us to stay on our hives, and as far as I know, nobody saw anything.
That's terrible.
Yep, but they were big, they were many, and they were all over the place.
Many, you say?
Yep, luckily they didn't come for our hive,
What they look like?
I can't remember honestly, but they were. But if it helps, there was one really big one and a bunch of other not as big ones that were around the area.
Oh, I hope you recovered. Did you see which way they went?
They just kind of vanished towards the forest.
Oh, well, I hope you do better. You continue making that honey. It is delicious.
Thank you very much.
You have a nice day.
It's like, you too.
Be well. I walk
Be
away.
well to you too. Hey, speaking of which,
Yeah.
you like jazz?
I do. What is jazz?
It's like, come back after you finish the thing, and we'll give you a little ditty to dance to.
I walk up to these two.
He managed to find the one male bee out of the dozens and dozens and dozens and
I
dozens
assumed
and
it was the whole
dozens and
hive
dozens and
speaking
dozens
bee.
of females. Well, that's a really... You know...
Thank you for having the knowledge of that most
of them
worker
are
bees
female.
are actually female.
Yeah.
That I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's really only the drones that are
Male bees are their sole
The
purpose is
caretakers.
to mate.
Yeah.
Their sole purpose is to mate with the queen.
And then depending on your species, it's either very cloudy or very violent.
Yeah.
That would have been
Accurate.
that would have been a very different kind of bee movie.
That's a very extremely accurate statement. But I walk back to these two, Jeff.
Okay.
Well, I got a little information.
Yeah, what's that?
There were multiple creatures. One large, a few smaller ones.
Oh, that's nice.
They went towards the forest.
Well, I can see the tracks.
I got information from a witness.
All I have is a buzzing in my ear.
That will be okay.
Good work, I guess.
And by the way, since you still are kind of are hearing a thing, the one bee that's buzzing around Sylack's head is just saying, "Hey, you like jazz? You like jazz? You like jazz? You
I
like
think
jazz?
he does. He cannot understand you.
All right, thanks." And then he buzzes back to the hive.
Oh, good, because I was about to smite that bee with a glaive.
Wait, no, can we read? I want to see that.
Continue the investigation.
I'm sure that would sting.
So
you're
we're
fucking
gonna
welcome, Alex.
we're gonna follow the tracks now.
Okay. Go ahead and follow the tracks.
We will be heading off.
This quest is the bee's knees, guys.
We've done it. We finally got
Let's
to a
scour
very
this
comfortable point in
forest with a fine-tooth comb.
I hate how long it took me to get to I had to process the pun. Fine tooth. Oh.
So we follow the
Yes,
tracks.
you follow the tracks into the White Pine Forest.
Okay.
Make a nature check, please. He's the ranger.
That is a 17, sir.
17. All right. You following the tracks. They're surprisingly still fresh even after a couple of days. And your just natural ranger prowess is able to figure out what's just shifted dirt and what's just and what's actually tracks. And you start to notice that based on the way it's set up, it is definitely bear tracks, but also what seem to be deer tracks.
Deer tracks?
Yes. And as you guys progress into the forest, it starts getting thicker and thicker. Light starts getting a bit more diffused here and there. and the tracks are still solid, and you can still follow them.
How long are we going to be bumbling through this forest?
I continue walking.
Oh, fuck!
Get with it, Manny.
All right. Everybody make a quick perception check.
Ooh. Oh no. First bad roll of the night.
Aaron?
20.
Oh, sorry.
Aaron.
7.
24.
17.
17. All right, so you two, as Novell is just kind of nose to the ground, just looking, examining every little bit and piece of dirt and grass. You two, just kind of following him, start to hear rustling behind you. You turn around, and 3 deer are behind you, just kind of watching.
Mm.
Careful. They might be Africanized. I've heard they're very aggressive.
What?
Oh, dear.
Do you convey this information to
They
me?
might be what?
Africanized.
Africanized bees are more aggressive than the typical European.
Okay.
Look, he's just not linked into our hive mind.
Honey, you need to keep up.
Okay. All right, continue.
We shall just pollinate him with our ideas.
Ew. All right.
So do you tell me there's three deer behind me? Does anybody mention this to me?
I just tap him
Yes.
on the shoulder.
Okay.
No, I just straight say there are 3 deer behind us.
Oh, dear.
So I'll turn around. I'm gonna cast detect magic.
You do detect magic, but it's not towards these deer. It's towards the path that you were following earlier. Well, what's the radius of it?
30 feet.
Yeah, it's towards that way.
If you sense magic in this way.
You sense magic in this way, you can learn the school of magic.
That's what I was about to say.
Crap, is the school of magic on here?
The metanome is here to explain all these rules.
Thank you, Metanome.
Thank you, Metanome.
No problem.
Oh my god!
Tonight is just a glorious night of laughs.
We're just buzzing with enjoyment.
You're gonna break Aaron. Oh, I haven't seen Aaron break in a while. This is great.
I hope that was audible, which is why you're laughing so hard.
I'm okay. I can't see, but I'm okay.
So what school of magic is that? That thing that Aaron detected, that area of effect,
That AOE,
You know what? Now,
if you will.
now I'm going to ask the deer questions.
How many times can you cast a Speak with Animal? Is
It's
it
an
cantrip?
Eldritch Invocation,
What?
So I think I just
It is a
cast that roll.
cantrip.
Nope. Some of them can only be done once per day. Your Eldritch Invocation will say if it's at will.
It's at will.
Then he can just fuck to do it.
I just talk to him left and right.
That's
Alright.
cool.
Yeah, that's perfect for a homeless man.
Yeah.
I really like what you're doing here. This is perfect.
What are you asking them?
I'll wave at the deer. Hello there.
You see one of them visibly glare at you.
So it just doesn't say anything?
No.
Okay, so
they're
what
staring
about
at
that
you
school of
silently.
magic, though?
So here's the thing. I found it in the appendix. I went to the page, but it's not being specific, and it's really annoying.
What?
If I ask you what does it say, is that going to give it away?
Huh?
If I ask you exactly what it says, is that going to give it away?
School of Magic, it was on page 24, but it was like it didn't have a proper list, and I could have sworn there was a list. Does it say which schools you can find, or just say what school?
You have to tell me what school of magic it is. Period.
No, I would.
It's no. It does, but
It's on a different page, right? It has to be, unless it's in the player's handbook. It's probably in the player's handbook. Fuck. No, I will give you the school of magic once I actually find it. That's
Okay.
that's a thing.
Well,
Yeah, you're gonna find it in the player's handbook more than you're gonna find it.
Why the long face?
See, under arcane traditions, are you kidding me?
did you say why the long face?
115.
I am blinking. I'm just staring at Aaron and blinking.
I am uncomfortable. I don't like being blinked at. It makes me feel weird. That's a little too sultry. It's a bit risque for me, Alex.
Yeah, arcane traditions.
Never mind, I'm not gonna make that joke.
I found them right now, and I would have to say that this magic would be enchantment.
So it's an enchantment.
And when you said the whole wide long face, the other deer glares at you. You now have two deer glaring at you.
Has something been troubling you?
They slowly retreat back into the shadows.
Well, this is not a friendly neighborhood.
I don't know, they seemed quite delicious to me.
They were unpleased.
I think we should continue following the magic trail.
There's a magic trail.
There's a magic trail. It's that way.
I didn't prepare my detect magic. I am sad.
Well, it's that
But
way.
I will follow you, Novell.
Thank you, Sylack. Let's go, drunk.
All right.
Your name is Drunk now?
I have many names.
How many?
I do not know.
That's a lot of names.
It is.
So, Mr. DM,
I came from a poor family. Originally, we could only afford one name. But it has grown.
I understand that plight too well.
you could only afford one name?
Only one name.
Oh. That sucks.
It did.
I'm not really sure how that works, but it sucks. Like, could you only afford so much ink for to like write on the document? Like,
What? It was documented?
I don't know. I don't know anything about you.
It is odd. We have been traveling together for weeks and we do not yet know each other.
I am Dragonborn.
I think it's only actually been a few days. You are Dragonborn, and I like you.
You say you are Dragonborn and we believe you.
I appreciate that.
Sounds a lot like so. Never mind.
Let's follow that magic.
Lead the way.
I do not know the way.
I am not speaking to you, Drunk.
Oh.
Lead the way, Novell.
I'm leading the way.
As you continue to lead the way,
We must
you
find
do
the
eventually find a clearing. It's a fairly open field, and there is a rock formation that kind of creates something of a small hill.
I swear to God, if we accidentally stumble upon DruidCon because we ignored those two ladies and their transformable cat, Salak's gonna burn everything.
I'll help
his
him.
fire breath.
But continue, I
I
apologize.
will help him.
A thought just dawned on me.
I will help him.
Suddenly, you start hearing the intro to Purple Haze.
I will help him.
I
Okay,
shall
so-
do as
So
instructed.
continue. Sorry.
yes. You, as you guys approach the clearing, you can see that the tracks have started to kind of mesh into the more the flatter fields, and it's kind of just become a mess of just crumpled dirt, as if this area has been walked through multiple times. The grass has become dirt. There's still some grass here and there, but it does look like there's been a lot of traffic in this area for whatever reason.
How long were we walking for? Since I casted the spell?
Let's say about 30 minutes.
It took us 30 minutes to walk 30 feet?
Oh. Let's...
Because his detect magic can only detect magic up to 30 feet.
All right. Okay. Yeah. No. Just only for a little while, maybe 3-5 minutes, depending on the terrain.
Wow, we are really slow.
Walking slow.
It takes 20 minutes to walk a mile,
Really?
That's
roughly.
Okay.
not.
Then let's just.
I don't know if that's accurate to D&D speed.
That's a slow.
Well, no, because it
that's-
took me
That's a slow pace.
my
Oh right,
house
hold on, yeah, 30
Average
feet is,
average foot speed is 2
about
miles
a
an
mile
hour.
from my school. It took me 45 minutes to walk home.
Okay, how about this? How about this then? It took you guys maybe 15 minutes the first initial way, and then that's when the deer started following you, and then that's when you cast.
To be
cast
fair,
the
we're also in a
spell.
forest, so it's not a straight path.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just saying if you need a frame of reference,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got
typically, roughly, depending on the person, it's like 20 minutes to half an hour to walk 1 mile.
you. Right. So yeah, let's just say that you were walking through 15 minutes, then the deer started following you, then you cast the
Cast
detect
the
magic spell, and maybe 30 seconds to a minute, you found yourself in that clearing.
Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. So, saying that, my spell is still active.
Okay, that's good.
What is enchanted?
It's whatever is enchanted. It's pointing directly at the
Whatever's enchanted glows.
yeah.
Yes.
So what's enchanted?
You can see a glowing like aura around the tombstones, around
Some
those large
tombstones.
stones. Well, I'm the stone structure. My
Oh,
bad.
a stone structure. Okay, and so that's glowing with the aura
Yeah.
of an enchantment.
Yes.
Okay.
And are you gonna approach it?
That's a sound, Mary Kate.
Do I see the
What?
stone? Do I see the
Yes.
stone structure?
Yeah. All you guys can see the stone structure. You just don't see that glowing effect that
I see.
he sees. Yeah.
Well, what else is in this clearing? You said that things walk through it. It's
Yeah.
it's often traveled,
Yeah,
traversed.
but overall, it's pretty. It's pretty flat. But there are trees maybe 15, 30 feet away from you. And this is kind of a. Let's just say it's about a 30 by 30
Clearing.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, is that stone structure the only thing in here then?
pretty much.
Well, then I guess I walk towards it.
As you approach it, the glow kind of gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you see over the horizon of this stone structure, there's a deer. Think Bambi's dad looking over the forest and all that kind of stuff. It's looking down at you, and you can see that its eyes are glowing red, and its horns are, its antlers are, seem to have like red vining wrapping around it, as well as a red glow at the center of its forehead.
I divine sense. Do I detect good or evil?
You do detect, definitely not good intent coming from this deer.
Is it
It's
good
black
or
and white.
evil?
It's black
Yeah,
and white.
It's evil.
Okay.
Is it a celestial fiend or undead?
No.
Interesting. Okay.
Is it an aberration, celestial, dragon, elemental, fae?
No. You are not welcome here.
I'm assuming Alex heard that, or did we all hear
You
that?
all hear that.
I cast Hunter's Mark.
Why not?
Is like, you are human. You are not welcome here. You use my people to slaughter and feed and clothe yourselves. You are not welcome here.
It thinks I'm human.
You're not human?
I don't feel like it.
Two other deer come from behind the stone structure and stand at its side, looking at you.
Okay, but like, I'm a ranger. I like animals.
But you hunt them too.
I
You-
actually don't.
You wear their clothes. You
I
wear their
don't,
leather.
Actually.
It's like, irrelevant. You use animal for your purpose.
I'm a vegetarian. I don't know what you're talking about.
You eat our plant. This you are is like
I cast Hunter's Mark on him as well.
okay.
I draw my glaive, and I lick my lips.
You
This guy.
I cast Shatter at it on its feet.
Shatter what?
I cast Shatter at its feet.
Do you need any components for that?
I need to. It's a second level spell, and I have to cast it, but it's 1 action casting time. Just 1 action of casting time, so.
But do you need vocal semantic material?
Let me see here. Components: a chip of mica, but I have a component pouch.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Okay. We'll ruin that. So what does Shatter do?
A sudden loud ringing noise, painfully intense, erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
A creature takes 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save.
Are we? Where are you doing it?
At its feet.
At its feet?
At its feet.
Are we within that bubble?
Let's just say you're within range to what's a casting range for that thing?
10 feet, right?
No.
That's the
That's
No,
the
the
effect.
range is 60 feet. Area is a 10-foot radius.
Okay. Is it just that sound, or does it break anything?
It will also damage things.
Okay, so you just cast it at its
A
feet.
non-magical object that isn't being worn or carried also takes the damage if it's in the spell's area.
Magical what?
Non-magical items take
non-
damage if
Okay.
they're not being carried and in the area.
Okay. And you said they have to make a con save?
Yeah.
All right, so what's your spell save difficulty?
13.
13? Okay. 3 of the deer... How much damage is that again?
3d8.
Roll, please.
Oh boy. 4, 4, 5, 8, 13.
13? Okay, so everything... just
pretty good.
It's just 1 for that, all that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. So 18?
Yeah. No.
So what...
Whoa.
13.
Oh, 13.
13.
That's how much damage you did?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it exactly? Is it like a sonic boom, or is it just like a lightning bolt?
It's a sonic boom.
Okay.
Thunder
Yeah.
damage is sound damage.
Okay, got it. Okay, cool. So
Not lightning damage.
as you do this, is like pretty much in the middle of this thing's speech. You cast Shatter.
point.
The rock beneath it cracks and explodes. The deer on top manages to jump away in time, but the shrapnel from this immediately pierces 3 of the deer, killing them instantly in front of it. Just but the one red deer and another deer managed to evade this.
They take half damage.
Oh, they take half damage. So what's 8? 13?
6.
Oh, 6. Okay. Okay, yeah, that one deer also gets taken out, but the other deer does still survive. But he is standing, and seeing this, he immediately cries, is like, "Mike!" And then a owlbear comes barreling out of the forest. I don't know if that's the sound an owlbear makes. And charges at you guys, as well as two more deer. Everybody roll initiative.
Why are y'all laughing? Which one is it? You're showing me 2 numbers.
The top one.
I have a -1
You have a 4.
to my initiative.
That's even funnier.
No, it's 1. I got a 1 on my initiative.
You're at 0.
A 1.
Oof.
I didn't do much better.
I did significantly better then. Because I have a +1 initiative.
I do as well, and I still only rolled a 5.
Oh, I rolled a 10. I'm at 11.
All right, Aaron.
I'm first?
Well, no. What's your? Tell me your
5.
initiative. No. Okay, 5. Okay. Alex.
11.
All right, and Gunther.
1.
Oh, you don't have any. Okay.
That was after the
I rolled a
modifier.
2.
Okay.
I got a -1.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's a 1.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty
Alright.
then.
Sorry, Mike.
If we tell you a number that low, trust me, we've added everything we could.
Yeah, Manny, we added everything we could,
Just making sure.
including our decks, Manny, to our initiative, Manny.
All right, just making sure.
Hey.
So, the red deer is going to, holy cow, deer have huge speed.
Yeah, they're fast as hell.
I know.
Conservatives.
It's like, so the first deer is going to come after Alex. It is going to try and bite you.
Okay.
Thank goodness it's not a buck, or it would gore you.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, it doesn't have
Because you're using a deer,
Yeah, just
which is a
regular deer.
female.
So I'm using fawns technically, so interesting. Well, let's just go with the bite then. All right, so that's 4 to hit.
Wait.
That definitely does not hit. So
No.
Okay, it tries to it's like Jeremy the Chosen will destroy you, and it tries to nom at you.
Oh, that's adorable.
It nods at you and kind of misses it. You just kind of like yeah. All right. Next is the owlbear. It will go after Sylack.
Hit me.
Oh wow, really?
Oh no. Sylack is not.
All right, what's your arm class?
18.
Okay. The first one doesn't hit, but it's gonna do a multi attack. And oh wow, no, yeah, that one will hit. So first it tries to that's a 20 to hit.
Yeah,
So,
no,
yeah,
you
so-
know my AC now.
Yep. So it's going to first try and peck at you with its beak, but you don't have a shield, right?
No.
No. You kind of you bat that one. You block that one away with your glaive, but then it comes at you with a claw, slashing across you, doing. 9 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
All right, that'll end its turn.
You should probably roll your damage dice before you start describing things.
Right. Next will be boar.
The. How far am I from the red deer at this point?
It's right next to
Yeah, it's right next to you. It just tried to bite you.
Okay,
And
okay.
you kind of just like sidestepped it.
It's unfortunate. Novella and Sylack used Hunter's Mark on the deer specifically.
That's okay. Okay,
But
I'm
I can
going
just shift
to
my hunter's mark.
Cast Booming Blade
I
and take
can't.
a swing out with my
No, you
quarterstaff.
All right, roll for damage.
For
Roll
armor
for
class?
attack, yeah. My bad.
It's fine. I'm gonna
That's not
fuck
gonna
this
hit.
deer up.
What would you roll?
Ooh, 7.
7? Yeah, that doesn't hit. So you try and make that attack with your staff, but its nimble feet just whoop,
Gotcha.
just side bounces you. Are you gonna do anything else? Got a move or a bonus action?
Nope.
Okay. Aaron, what's your dexterity
My dex?
Yes.
My modifier or my score?
modifier?
+1.
Okay, so the other deer is gonna go next, and it's going to attack. You.
I gave you my initiative with my modifier.
Oh, you did?
Yes. I rolled a 4. So plus my
Oh,
modifier was
no,
5.
No, the thing
Okay.
is, this deer has
I was
the same modifier as you.
I was
Or
just
has the
making
same
sure.
Initiative, so,
I was just making sure.
So I was just checking to see who was higher.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, this deer is going to come after you first, and it's going to make an attack, a bite attack as well.
Okay. Fight me, bitch.
14.
Does not hit.
Okay. It kind of just mouths you.
Okay.
It mouths your arm and doesn't really do much as you kind of slip away and.
Does that mean it's my turn?
Yeah. Now it's your turn.
And as I slip away, I swipe at it with my short sword.
Okay, roll for attack.
Ooh! 17 hit.
Yeah, 17 does hit.
Dope as shit. Then I need. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna roll for my second short sword too.
Go for it.
2-handed fighting. Ooh, doubt that hits. 7.
That one doesn't hit.
Okay, so only one hits.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let me roll for my damage here. I'm gonna need this as well. 3 damage
You managed to
plus 1d8.
Oh,
An additional 7.
okay.
10 damage.
As you try and as you take the first swipe with your sword, you manage to immediately cut its throat. And as you wildly flail, the first cut immediately slices at its throat. It falls over, and you miss with the second swing. And you're just like, oh.
Oh. Okay.
So, yep, and that one's dead.
So at least 10 damage.
Yeah,
Was 10 its exact HP?
less than that.
Oh, sweet.
All right. Now, are you going to do anything else?
Where is the next closest deer or next closest enemy?
Yeah, there would be there. The other deer is coming towards you now. 2 deer.
Where's the bear?
The bear is right next to Sylack, and it's kind of like, so here's you, here's Sylack, here's Boar. The bear and Sylack are fighting on this side. The 2 deer came for you, and you've already killed one. There's another one coming towards you right now.
I'll walk towards Sylack,
Okay. So.
and then that'll be my
Alright.
turn.
So as you do that.
Oh, actually no, that won't be my turn. Hold on, I need to do one more thing. I need to shift my hunter's mark over to the bear.
Okay.
Just making sure that doesn't take a spell slot or anything.
Is it a bonus action then?
Oh, that's what I'm double checking.
Okay.
Pretty sure it is.
Yes.
Yes.
Hunter's Mark is a bonus
Yes.
action for you. Actually,
Well,
in general.
to change my target, I was making sure that it was a bonus action,
Okay.
and it is. So yes.
So you make the swift. And that's your turn.
Yes.
All right, cool. While you're doing this, the other deer is going to attempt to attack you.
Is this its turn, or is it?
Yeah, because this is a.
Just asking.
No, wait. No, yeah. This is another deer. So yeah, and that's going to be 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. As you're
18,
doing Hunter's Mark, suddenly another deer comes out of nowhere and just like bites you right in the neck.
For how much damage?
For 4 points of piercing. 2 points of piercing damage.
2 points.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's just like now you have a deer on your neck,
Yeah.
Okay.
and that's gonna end its turn. Now we're finally to Sylack.
Alright. I'm going to channel divinity
Okay.
with a vow of enmity. As a bonus action, I can choose a creature within 10 feet and gain an advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute or until it drops to 0 HP or falls unconscious.
Okay.
And then I will attack.
Okay. So where are you using divine?
On the Owlbears.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, God. That's a 11.
That doesn't hit.
That ends my turn.
Okay.
Sad face.
So, and now top of the round, it's back to the owlbear. So, the owlbear is going to do another multi attack on you. That was a pretty satisfying crit.
It felt satisfying. I needed it. I needed it in my life.
First attack will be with its claws will be 21 to hit.
Yes, that would hit.
So,
Damn.
and the other attack will be 17. And the other attack will be 17. Nope. Okay. So
Ooh. Ooh boy.
with its beak, it manages to take advantage of your missed attack and stab you right in the arm with its beak. But you're wearing enough plate armor that it only just pierces it. It pierces it, but it only does it a little way, and only getting you for 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh, only.
Only?
Yeah,
At
I'm
level
half
3.
my HP.
Seriously?
Yeah.
We're only level 3.
We're only level 3.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
It's not like we've got like Vimic's 40 some odd HP going on over here with our
Because you're
brute.
level 4. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And also just built to take that kind of abuse because you're literally a giant ranger
Barbarian.
barbarian.
But anyway, that's a different campaign.
All right, and that is going to be its turn as it pulls out of your armor. All right, and up next will be Boar.
Don't forget about the one I killed too.
I am going
Slice
to
that
take my
bitch.
quarterstaff and I'm going to attempt casting Booming Blade and taking a whack at the butt of the deer currently biting Neville.
Oh, okay, yeah, roll for attack.
Does he get an advantage since this deer is preoccupied?
Sure.
Cool. Cool, I need it.
Did it help?
A 10?
10.
Crap, I always forget about that.
That does not hit.
Damn, okay.
You're kind of just smacking its butt, but it's not letting go.
I always forget about the additional to hit. Always.
The proficiency bonus.
That should be added in your equipment or actions.
Yeah,
In your actions.
it's right here.
Yeah.
But I always forget when I'm rolling to add it.
Oh, I mean, if it's high on the die, I usually set the number on the die before adding it up,
Yeah.
especially at this level. So you're fine.
Yeah.
I could have hit it with my other sword had I remembered.
Oh,
That's the only thing I need to remember.
fires.
Modifiers. Anyway,
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah, that's the case. I'm going to back off a little bit.
Okay. Then it's the other deer, the red deer's turn, and it's going to try and attack you again.
is this the big boss deer that's attacking him?
The big red deer, yeah.
Okay.
And
Big boss boy.
9 to hit, so that definitely doesn't hit. It just kind of like still stumbling from all the from the shatter that you did earlier. It tries to attack you, but kind of stumbles while trying to. And that'll end its turn. Now we're back to Nibel.
Yeah, because I killed the one.
Yeah.
The one that was trying to
killed-
take my
yeah.
initiative spot.
Yeah, but now you have one on your neck right now.
Ha! Ha! That's okay, because I'm going to stab the shit out of it.
All right, roll
with
for
my
attack.
short sword. I'll roll for both initiative again right now. Make it easy. Ooh. That's 9 and 9.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
both rolled 9
Um.
after modifiers.
Wow. Yeah, that doesn't hit. It kind of is like it's so close in you, and it's at such an awkward angle. You're trying, but it's weird. This has never happened to you before.
Damn.
Are
Well,
you-
there's nothing I can do then, so.
Okay. That deer is going to bite harder. 14 hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. It kind of it's just holding on, but as far as it can tell, it's not.
It can't do anything
Not
right
really
now.
doing much else to you. And now we're back to Sylack.
Yay! I will attack the owlbear again.
Oh, and okay, real quick, what does Hunter's Mark do?
We get an additional D6 if we hit the target.
Okay, just make sure.
Natural 20.
Nice. Okay, natural 20.
I can I can read you the spell if you'd like, Manny.
All right, that definitely hits. Yes, please. And does Hunter's Mark stack?
No, because it's per person.
It's personal.
You
so it's
choose.
just- so it's
you,
just 6 for you then.
You choose a creature you can see within range,
We both have
and
Hunter's Mark on, we both had Hunter's Mark on the deer. He can move his freely.
Oh, but you didn't.
I haven't changed mine.
Okay, cool. Just make sure.
you can choose a creature you can see within range, and mystically mark it as your quarry. Until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage to your target whenever you hit it with a weapon attack, and you have advantage on any Wisdom, Perception, or Wisdom Survival checks you make to find it. If the target drops to 0 hit points before the spell ends, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn of yours to mark a new creature.
Got it. Okay. Cool. All right. So you attack it. Natural 20.
Yep, and I'm gonna Divine Smite it.
All right.
Go.
All right. So what does all this glaive damage plus
And-
divine smite equal?
Also, the duration is up to an hour.
Okay, we're good. I don't know how
Yeah.
long. I don't know.
Yeah, you don't need to do anything about that.
Unless it somehow goes for 60 turns.
7.
I think it'd be longer than that.
11.
I don't know the way we're rolling.
Oh no,
22.
no, that's right. 10 turns is a minute.
So 6.
60 turns is
26.
is an hour.
26 points of damage.
Is that already doubled? Thanks to the
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
26.
At level 3.
Oof.
Nice. All right, you managed to.
Gunther over here. Sylack over here. Ooh.
You take your glaive and just jam it straight into the shoulder of the owlbear. A light glows, like flashes as you pierce it, and it's almost like a firework going off, and the owlbear reels back. And I really have no
That's a
idea.
noise.
I don't know if I want to have it roar or hoot or try and make it both. But
Most likely they would shriek.
Manny's got an elephant.
Have you ever played what's it called?
Yeah, he's got an elephant.
Manny's got an elephant.
There is a creature called a shrike, which is basically an owlbear.
okay.
And it shrieks, like how like you would hear an eagle,
Oh,
but
that
with a
works.
very slightly deeper reverberation and much louder.
And
Yeah, sure.
yeah, and it like reels back, and just kind of claws at itself as if it was like on fire or something like that. And are you gonna do anything else?
That's my turn.
Okay. Back to the owlbear then. After this happens and it gets its bearings back together, it's going to multi-attack you again.
Jesus.
It's still alive after
And none of those
26
hit.
damage.
Huh?
None of those hit.
Oh, thank
So,
God.
just kind of, at this point, it's kind of just like wild haymakers blindly and just in just pain and rage, and you manage to kind of like back off as it's just doing this.
I question the difficulty of which our quest has been given to us.
I'm not even sure if we're on the right quest.
It was simple. Go into the woods, find what destroy the beehives. We're in mystical deer fight.
All right.
Did I peek at?
Up next is
yeah.
Boar again.
Boar.
No, it's not peaked.
Okay. I take a step back up and I again attempt to whack the deer that is currently nomming on Neville.
All right. Roll for attack again.
19.
That definitely hits. Roll for damage, please.
And I'm gonna cast Booming Blade as I'm doing this.
Okay. Add that then to whatever.
That does not add on immediately.
Oh. What does it do then?
It does not do anything until the creature moves.
Okay.
So 1d8. 6 damage.
Okay. You manage to whack it. It lets go. It eventually does let go of Aaron, and it kind of just kind of shakes itself back into sense and kind of just tramples at the ground.
So does it move willingly?
It hasn't moved yet. It's
Okay.
just,
Does it count when it's moving in place, or does it have to physically move?
like 5 feet or. any
If
direction.
the target willingly moves okay, so now my quarterstaff is essentially shrouded in a booming energy,
Mhm.
and if the creature moves willingly before my next turn, it will take 1d8 thunder damage.
Okay, I got it. Sure. Cool.
Whew.
Okay. Are you gonna do anything else?
Nah.
Okay. Now we are back to
Excuse me.
Big Red Deer, and it's going to try and attack Borgen. That is 18 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
It does this time. It does manage to get you while you're kind of celebrating over the fact that you did this. It will it'll bite your leg for 3 points piercing damage.
Oh boy, hold on. 3 points piercing damage, you said?
Mhm.
Okay. And do I get a reaction to that?
No.
Okay.
Why would you get a reaction to that?
Yeah.
Because I have a spell where a spell that I get to cast as a reaction to taking damage.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, sure, go for it. Yeah, if it's a reaction, it pretty much happens immediately. Just let me know if you're actually doing
If
it.
it's a reaction, you don't have to ask if you get a
Okay.
reaction.
Just let me know if
It
you're
is
doing
a
it.
reaction.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom, boom. I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke at it.
Oh.
You shouldn't have access to Hellish Rebuke.
It's a Warlock spell, second level.
For those of the Patron of the Fiend, I believe.
Oh yeah, you're a great old one.
Let me check.
Unless, yeah, good point.
Because D&D Beyond doesn't always
Oh, okay, hold on.
know what the prereqs are.
Pull out my book too, just to feel included. I don't know what I'm gonna look at, but well, that's some cool artwork.
Well, it's part of the Warlock spell list,
Oh,
and
okay,
there's
okay.
there doesn't seem to be any kind of prerequisite for it.
Oh, then I'm dumb. Okay, Tieflings just get that. Is what it is.
Oh, okay, that's what
they
you're-
get the spell like ability. You can just cast it as a reaction. But
Yeah.
you use it as a spell slot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Which, if it makes any better, I also speak.
Fair enough. You
All
can.
right.
Yeah. You can hellish review. I apologize.
Would you like to roleplay this and give it some flavor?
I'll point out the thing. That was rude!
So you say that in Infernal. How much damage do you do?
It has to make a dexterity saving throw
Oh, okay.
of 13.
It hit 13. So I forget. Does that mean it succeeds or it fails? If it hits right on the mark.
Succeeds.
Okay. So yeah, it saves that.
Okay, so it's going to take half of 2d10s.
Oh, okay.
Stats.
8, 11. It's going to take 5 damage from that.
As you retort with Hellish Rebuke, the words just kind of flow out of your mouth. It swarms the red deer, lighting it into this unusual fire, and its face begins to melt off as it goes. It's like, the revolution will come, and it collapses to the ground.
Oh, it died.
That sounds bad.
You killed it.
I guess,
Holy shit! It had like no health.
especially compared to this
You
owlbear.
gotta remember, at first
Yeah.
we gotta remember the part where I actually cast a literal friggin' bomb underneath it.
But it took only half that damage.
Which was still 6. Wait, how much damage did you just?
26.
What?
How much damage did you just do with the Hellish Rebuke?
5. So it had.
Only had 11 damage or 11 health.
Yeah, less than that.
Oh. It's a deer.
Yeah, but it was a evil magical one. We thought. But okay. Well,
Anyway,
I just
so
kinda
let's deal with this
metagaming
owlbear.
aside, yeah.
I kind of just stare puzzled at the fact that I actually just somehow kill the thing.
Okay, so let's move on.
Now we're back to Sylack at this point.
Hey, what about my turn?
Whoa.
Oh yeah. Neville, sorry. Go ahead.
Again. God. Okay, so what's... So the deer that he smacked in the ass and was biting me, is that one still alive?
That one's still alive, yeah.
Okay.
But then there is also the owlbear, and those are their current enemies that we're dealing with right now.
Okay. Does the deer react in any way to the red deer dying?
It's currently kind of it was currently still kind of just trying to brush off the attack that it did
Okay.
on him. So yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna slice at it with my short sword.
Make an attack roll, please.
20 to hit, actually, unnatural.
Oh, that definitely hits.
Okay.
Stab that bitch.
Let me make sure I see my thing here.
Stab it. Stab it.
Wow, I'm forgetting all my modifiers.
I know it's been like 2 weeks or something.
I know. So that's 9 to hit with the sword, and just because I'm gonna add an extra D8 to that,
Why are you adding?
because I can. 14 damage.
But like, why? How?
How are you able to? Please explain this for the other people who don't know it. This might be their first time, and they may not have the guidance of
I have
D&D
Colossus
Beyond.
Slayer.
What?
Yeah,
What does that do?
Once per turn, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes an extra 1d8 damage if it's below its HP maximum.
Oh, that's the hunter. It's the hunter
Okay.
trait.
Yes.
So this is for your
I
archetype.
understand.
Yes.
So you
I
take your
get it now.
so you take your two swords. You
Nope, just one.
Oh, okay.
I need to be very clear. Just one.
Okay. You take your sword, stab it into the deer, lift it in the air, and then just slam it back down like a shish kebab, and it lies there motionless.
Kind of figured.
I
It was an unnecessary amount of damage
I stare
to
in
give it to.
amazement at the strength of Neville, which I was unaware of, and
That's
now I'm
pretty
a little
impressive
afraid.
considering you're an elf.
I know. Half elf. I'm not even in full elf.
Just lift a 150-pound animal with one hand.
It's probably more than that, to be honest.
That's
Probably like a
150
200
pounds is a small deer, so
Yeah. How far away is the owlbear?
At this point, it's more or less right next to you. It's just been mostly focused on.
Oh, well, then I'm
one
gonna
side.
swipe at it with my second sword.
Okay, you can multi-attack.
Yes.
Did you
Okay.
take the minus?
Huh? I never rolled for it.
Right, but if you make 2 attacks, you have to take a -2 on both.
I thought it was just on the second one.
On both.
Well, either way, you had a natural 20, right? It still hit.
Well, that was after modifier.
Yeah,
But
so
it would have
been
been a 15 before.
That
So
still hits. Don't worry.
Okay.
So yeah.
I'm just letting you know. Just make sure you're if you do, you have to take a -2 to both.
yeah. Oh, it's only -2?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Because you have 2 weapon fighting.
Well, then that's a 13 to hit.
That just hits.
Cool.
Plus your modifiers?
And the -2, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
look it up.
Stab that bitch.
I can't do the extra damage on this one. But that's okay. Well, I only did
Why not?
5 damage. It's once per turn. And I used it unnecessarily on the other deer because I wanted
Fair
to be
enough.
cool.
While it's doing it, this wild haymaker, you manage to get beneath its swinging paws and jab it in the ribs real quick.
Woo!
And that sounded like a horse, honestly.
Sound like something.
Sound like an elephant horse.
This creature needs to decide what it sounds like.
And it will bellow as you do that.
So
Okay, is that your turn?
that's at least yes. That's at least 31 damage done to this thing.
Okay.
Minimum.
Where did you move your hunter's mark to?
The owlbear. Oh shit!
Yeah, you get an extra D6.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Hold
You were
up.
forgetting all your modifiers today.
Yeah, I am. Extra 2, so 7 damage
Okay.
total.
Okay. All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right. And we are back. That deer's dead. So.
Yeah, that one's
Now we're back
dead.
to Sylack.
You say that like I'm at the top of initiative or something. I attack.
Okay.
Oh, that looked
That
pretty good.
is a.
That looked pretty good.
You'd think that.
I do think that.
Where are my actions? That's a 17 to hit.
Definitely hits.
That definitely hits. All right.
Metanome? Is that you?
No.
I will cast as a bonus action Searing Smite,
Okay.
which will deal an extra d6 of damage.
Ooh la la. Do it.
Now we need a thing where an adventurer, he levels up and he doesn't know what to do with his character, so he goes to church and he kneels down and prays to the metanome for guidance.
Okay.
13.
13.
13 points of damage, and he is set on fire.
Ooh.
At the start of each of its turns until the spell ends, the target must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 1d6 fire damage. On a successful save, the spell ends.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, as you take your glaive again, pierce the sternum again of the owlbear as it's in this upright position, and as you do this, you hear, and this flame erupts from where your glaive penetrated, and immediately crawls up the chest and arms and shoulders of the owlbear, looking at its face as well, and just goes. And that brings it to the. Are you gonna do anything else?
This thing has taken like 40-something points of damage.
How much? You did 13?
13.
We were at 33 when I last attacked. When I attacked it. 33 points. And 13? 46 points of damage? Damn!
Aaron,
And I didn't even roll custom for this. This is the base stat right now.
it's an owlbear.
Hey,
I'm going to question your CR load after this round.
I swear the challenge is 3.
That's not what you're supposed to be having us face. We are an average of 3.
Oh.
I mean, we're doing
This
fine,
is
so...
This is considered dangerous for us.
We got this.
But it's fine, I guess, because we're kind of winning. But I'm also at half my health, and you can deal another half if it hits twice.
Okay. What's this con save it has to make again?
On its turn, it has to make a 14 con save.
Okay. And were you doing anything else, or is that your turn?
No, that's my turn.
Okay. Cool.
I can't. I don't know what else I could do. I used a bonus action. I can't move.
And you said 14 con save, right?
Yep.
That it fails it. How much damage does it take?
Another 6 points of fire damage.
Nice. 6 points.
51. I'm keeping track. Wait, 6 points? 52. My
Alright, at this point, it so the flames just completely engulf it, and it's just kind of freaking out as you start to smell this burnt hair just everywhere in the air.
This is gruesome.
It's smoky.
Can we just
Yeah,
put it
owlbear.
out of its misery?
It's
Apparently, I'm a vegetarian now, which I didn't realize.
Which no, I was just questioning. It is smoky, and it is an owlbear.
Yeah,
Okay, I just want to make sure we.
and
were
it's on
clear.
fire too.
Got you. Okay,
Only
just-
we
I
can.
just- in the
Only
forest,
we
I-
can set owlbears on fire.
Okay, I just want to make sure we were aware.
As long as we make sure it's not going to harm the rest of the forest, we're fine.
okay. At this point,
That's
just
not what Smokey the
blinded
owlbear is thinking.
just blinded by pain and heat, it's going to just make a random swipe at the bell. So let's see. Its claws. 15 to hit.
Barely, yes.
It did hit.
Yeah, barely, yes.
Oh wow. Okay. So it manages to, with a wild haymaker with its claw, it manages to swipe at you for.
We're digging
16
up
points of slashing damage.
How much?
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, that would have killed me. We're digging up these graves. I don't care about desecration right now, even as a paladin.
Oh,
You're seeing this, right?
I'm seeing it.
Are you still alive?
I have
Barely.
1 HP.
So it swipes at you. The combination of claws and flames decorates your chest as you get thrown back by this wild haymaker.
Should I have rolled with the disadvantage since it's on fire?
No.
Okay.
Unless I want it
Unless
to.
he wants it to, but
Gotcha. Okay.
All right, so that's going to be the owlbear's turn. Actually, no. At this point, the owlbear is going to attempt to run off into the woods, which would give you an attack of opportunity.
Would it also give me an attack of opportunity?
Is Alex nearby?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're nearby as well.
Then he should also get an attack. All three of us can have an attack of opportunity because we all have melee weapons and are within melee of the owlbear.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Everybody roll for opportunity attack.
Advantage.
Does a 16 hit?
16 will hit.
Cool. I got a 16 on the die.
No way, I also got 16 on the die. So that's
right, everybody
21 for me after mod.
Okay.
So
It
damage.
hits.
Roll
6.
damage.
So yeah, everybody please roll for damage.
Alright.
We'll see if we can get a 3-way. How do you want to do this?
I got a 9 and I'm casting Booming Blade at the same time.
Okay.
9 as well.
18.
8. You added your modifier to damage?
No, actually I didn't.
'Cause I saw that dice roll.
So that's 12. I had to math.
We're at 20 damage.
8. Yeah,
Alright.
20 plus yours?
No, I'm keeping the total. We're at 28 damage.
All right, everybody,
Okay.
finish this. This is I'm gonna try and see if this is my version of how do you want to do this. Finish him.
I think Gunther should attack first.
Okay. I go for the legs.
You go
And
for the
trip him
legs?
while he's still on fire, yeah.
Alex?
You go ahead.
Oh, damn.
Do you want
Okay.
me to describe it?
Sure.
I have the
Okay,
perfect
go-
idea of how
okay,
this all
go
works
for
out.
it, go
All right. So what happens, right, is Sylack will go and sweep the legs out from this owlbear as it tries to turn around and run to the forest, right?
Yeah,
Tripping him and
mhm,
having him
yep.
fall on his face.
Oh.
You come and jump on its back. It's still on fire, and you
You're still on fire too a
stab.
little
I know.
bit. No, well, your clothes are kind of.
He's not on fire.
You have embers on you.
I know exactly what I
You
wanna
jump
do.
in, you stab it on the back of the head, and then Boar comes in and whack right on top of the head.
Is that what you wanted to do, or did you want to try something more elaborate?
I'll take whack it right on top of the head with the quarterstaff.
Because
Yeah, so it's
hold
like
on.
it's
because
like,
it was trying to move, does the amount that it would slide affect his booming blade? In which case it would be
well, no, see, it doesn't quite slide because it like tries to turn around, sweep it, falls on its belly. You come and stab it in the back. It tries to, and then Boar just boom, right on the top of the head.
It doesn't really affect it until after I've hit it.
No, that's how I'm imagining it. So all that happens, and then Boar comes in after seeing it's very obviously dead. Boop. That helped.
Or just two-handed. Whap!
Double tap.
And all you hear now at this point is just the sound of crackling fur, blood, and yeah,
I was going to hit it in the nuts.
it is finally dead.
So,
I climb off the top of the bear and I drink one of my potions.
All right.
how much XP do we get for a CR 4.5?
Okay, yeah,
encounter?
and yeah, at this point, I now that you guys have all reached your archetypes, I'm going to start doing the XP system. So you all get 700 for this.
Okay, hold on a second.
I was not prepared to deal with experience points. So, and I'll need to figure this out later.
Just keep in mind that you spent you had 700 for this.
Yep, I'm creating in my own table on my page so I can take care of this.
XP confirm.
So how much do you heal yourself for?
Well, hold on. I haven't figured that out yet.
Okay.
Do you want a potion, Gunther? Sylack? Here, I tossed Sylack a potion.
I take the potion.
44, by the way. Plus 4. 44 plus 4.
So we're technically at 900 plus 700 is 1300. Right? No, 1600. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I take a potion. How much is the potion?
44 plus 4.
4d4?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. 5, 10, 14.
9,
So Manny,
Yes.
how many deer were there?
19.
Oh yeah, there were also deer. There were 7 deer.
What is their CR?
I am looking that up right now.
I am fully healed now, by the way.
The deer CR was 0. They all had 10 XP each.
So 70?
So we got 700 XP for killing the owlbear.
Yes.
Does that include the special deer?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 10, and how many deer were there?
7.
So 70, okay.
Okay, interesting. Technically, you are within the CR of the encounter, but you...
That was a particularly difficult one, I assume.
Yeah.
So the way that the CR system works is it's not a direct guide to encounters. It's a if your party average level is equal to the CR, it should be difficult for them.
Okay.
If the CR is lower, it should be moderately easy. If it's higher, this is like boss level.
Right. Okay.
And usually there's only one creature if it's higher, because we are technically an average CR of 3. If that
Got
makes
it.
sense.
I should have chosen manual HP instead of fixed.
You can add it.
I'm about halfway to my next level, or off that one fight.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So how do I've never used XP systems. How do
So
I?
ironically, you are technically still within the encounter
Yeah.
guidelines, because there's 0.
Right.
But that is not true. They're not actually.
Yeah.
They're more like 1.
Yeah, 1/8 or something like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to go to edit character.
Oh, I have to
So-
go to edit character.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Can
technically,
you go to
then
home?
encounter was like 3.7,
Mm.
which is
Almost a 4.
almost a full. Yeah, we
okay.
basically.
I don't
had
know
a
how to
CR4
add the XP.
encounter.
Okay,
Right,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Go back to your character
Makes
sheet.
sense. Makes sense.
Which is
Right.
lethal to us, man.
Yeah. My bad.
That's
Right
lethal.
underneath your name, you'll notice there's an X.
Maybe not lethal.
Yeah.
But that's super dangerous for us. But that's okay. That's okay.
I can't
Now you know.
can't click it.
Drop
And
down menu.
it put you
Never
guys.
mind, how do you
It
do
kept
it?
you guys to your toes. So.
Oh, I see it. Never mind.
Lovely.
Yeah, I see it. Here we go.
Maybe you just add the amount you need.
Oh, my bad. I misclicked. Add XP.
Good news is I'm almost halfway to my next level off the one fight.
Same.
Nice. Okay. All right. So from here, you have successfully. There's a burning owlbear. Slowly but surely, the embers eventually fade. All of its hair is pretty much roasted off. There are multiple dead deer lying around you. Some have been impaled with shrapnel. Some have been sliced open. Some have been burned as well, or in a more
This is graphic.
melted
This
form.
is not PETA friendly.
Yeah, it's and
No, they love
It's-
dead animals.
And we're stopping there.
it's been a hell of an encounter. This is not what you expected on the initial when you took this job.
You can say that again. All right. Well, I'm gonna take the head of the owlbear.
Make a strength check, please. No, actually, make it nature or strength, whichever one is you're more proficient in,
Well, it turns
or
out,
whichever's higher, you know.
shockingly enough, my strength is. It's 11.
Right. Yeah, it's actually
very
it's
distracting.
the considerable amount of like damage you guys have already done to it. It's fairly easy to kind of take the owlbear's head off its shoulders, and you kind of cleanly take off this owlbear with its burned mane and its kind of charred skin.
Toss the head over to Sylack. I say, keep the head, but you can eat the rest of it if you want.
I will take the head appreciate it. And I will actually tear open a deer, take its intestines and tear it open like a string.
Nice.
And then collect the owlbear's claws
Okay.
and wear them around my neck.
All right. Nice. So yeah, add that to your inventory, I guess. Necklace of owlbear claws. Did you do anything with the deer entrail? Oh, you made that's what you used to string it.
I used it as a string.
Okay. Nice. Oh, some cat gut. All right. Alex, did you want to do anything?
I'm just going to begin field dressing one of these deers with a dagger so I can take some meat with me.
All right. Roll for a nature check, please.
Oh, sorry about that bump there. 7.
Yeah, you've done this before here and there, so you managed to get some meat. Let's just go with you try and find the one deer that doesn't seem like it had a whole lot damage done to it. And you managed to collect at least 2 pounds of meat off of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm vegetarian, apparently. I'm ready to go.
Right.
I didn't realize
Also
that
just
this was part of my
Straight
character.
eat through the owlbear.
I saw you eat bacon.
What kind of health do you get back from that?
I don't. I just
Oh, you
unless
just-
we're taking a short rest. Are we taking a short rest?
I'd appreciate one.
I would take a short
Kinda
rest.
wanna take a short rest.
And whatever those apply.
1d10. Woo! I get all my spell points back.
That being said, the red stone the glowing red thing that was on that was making the red deer glow earlier, it's kind of faded, and you can see now that there's
I take that.
yeah, there's a ruby in the skull of the deer. Make a quick strength check for me, please. Strength and dexterity, whichever one you feel more comfortable with.
14.
You manage to take it and pull out a 4-inch spike that's attached to this ruby from the deer's skull. It uncomes with a, and you can see on this spike that it seems to be made of some kind of metal, and there are inscriptions on it. And there is a ruby at the center. But it's not. But it doesn't look like it was properly cut. It still looks pretty rough.
What do the inscriptions say?
The inscriptions are in some kind of ruins. What kind of languages do you know?
I know Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Orc.
No, from what you can see, it doesn't seem to be any kind of language. It just seems to be more like markings, but it doesn't seem to say anything.
Okay.
Does it appear draconic?
No.
How much longer do you think we're going to be here?
It's for you guys. You guys are taking a short rest.
Which is only like 4 hours, like 2 to 4 hours.
Okay.
So unless you guys don't want to explore the area anymore, you guys can just head back.
Well, there was stones, right? That are
Yeah, that were glowing of the enchantment. Yes.
Well, at this point...
How long did this encounter last? Speaking of.
Oh, that was like, what, 4 or 5 turns? 5
minutes?
5 minutes?
So a minute? So my spell's still active.
Yeah, your spell's yeah, at this point, your spell's still active. And actually, at that point, once the ruby stops glowing, you don't detect magic anymore.
Like at all?
Yeah.
Including from the enchanted stone? Oh, right, because the magic actually centered on the red deer. Right?
Yep. And
That's what you said.
Now that it's like the glow has gone away and you've pulled it out, you don't seem to be detecting any more magic from it.
So guys, I think that was it.
The ruby doesn't have any magic in it anymore?
Nope.
No magic in the ruby at all?
Nope.
That's weird.
Nothing residual?
Well, aside from the from the fact that it was enchanted earlier.
So the enchantment's completely worn off now?
Yep, more or less, as far as you can tell. I mean,
Can I tell?
Make an Arcana check.
I'm gonna argue for just a moment.
Sure.
Is it enchanted or is it not?
It was enchanted when you were detecting it, yes. But if you would like to see if
My
it's...
spell is still active though.
Right.
So is it or is it not enchanted?
Okay, let's go with it is still enchanted, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything right now.
Well, that's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is still enchanted.
It's still enchanted.
So my aura is still going off on just this ruby.
Yeah, pretty much. On the entire spike now.
Okay. Then that's it. This is enchanted.
Doesn't look enchanted.
Well, it is.
Okay.
Looks expensive is all.
It's probably even more expensive because it's enchanted.
Did the stones in the clearing look weird?
No, just this.
They just look like normal rocks.
They're normal rocks, but they are arranged. It doesn't seem like that they were... They naturally formed.
I can tell you there's no magic on them.
They're arranged in what way?
There's like three stones, one tall one, and then two smaller ones siding it.
Like in a line?
Yeah, they're
Like-
lined, but it's kind of like... Kind of just stone, stone, stone.
That's not a line.
So a teepee?
Kind of, but they're not like
That's-
leaning on each other.
What do they look like, Manny? You're giving us like three different descriptions of how these stones are
Three
lined
small
up.
stone towers that are one in the center, two right next to it. They're at the top of the stone structure.
There's a stone structure now?
That's what the deer was standing on. The red deer.
Yeah.
Okay.
That he blasted.
I'm so confused. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at.
A pile of rocks with three neatly, specifically placed rocks on top of it.
So there's a pile of rocks now.
Yeah.
Which is the stone structure.
It's not a stone.
Look, deers built it. They only have hooves. They don't have thumbs. It took
I
them a
dig
while.
up the rock pile.
They're big rocks, though. Think of it like a couple of boulders.
That's a 15 for strength. I dig up the rock pile.
Okay, so you managed to... Jeez. How can I put this better?
Damn us and our visual minds.
Okay.
Okay.
Fine, let me just draw a picture
A
then.
rock pile literally insinuates like a small pile of rocks to me, not... And then I don't even know, like, are these lined up in a line? Or are they, like, in a triangle, like, clearly indicating that there's something in the middle of them?
Trying to summon
Or
aliens.
are they teepeed? Because even then, that still indicates...
Stone structure.
So is that a sarcophagus in the center?
Let's go with an altar.
So, the stone structure is just like one solid slab of
One
like
big old
mountain
slab
or
of
rock.
Yeah, big
Okay.
old slab of rock.
So
just
it's not a
lying on
rock pile.
Yeah, not a pile.
It's a giant boulder.
Yes.
Okay.
With an altar in the center.
Yes. With an
With
altar.
the three...
Yeah. With three like
and so-
standing stones, essentially.
So the standing stones are arranged in a triangle.
Something like that, yes. Or if anything, it's kind of like this dungeon screen.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So
I
in a
understand.
triangle.
Yes, but not like a perfect triangle. More like a very obtuse triangle.
Perfect triangle is not necessary. Is it a triangle or not?
Obtuse triangle, like this.
That's a triangle, Manny. That's still a triangle,
And
Manny.
on the obtuse triangle, it's still a triangle as well.
Yes,
It's like that.
I know. That's what I'm trying to understand. Is
Yes,
it
it's a triangle.
Holy
I'm
sh-
saying yes. I'm saying yes, it's a triangle. I'm just being specific. What kind of triangle?
you keep saying no, and now I'm not confused anymore.
Okay.
But if you keep saying no, it's like something this, or yeah, let's go with that. It's like no, tell us exactly what it is, please.
And now I am. It's a triangle.
It's a
just
triangle.
an obtuse one in terms of
What is on
looking
the
from
altar?
above. Okay, on the altar.
I can play the triangle.
On the altar
Back up.
is a sack of gold, a small sack,
Sorry.
a stone candle holder carved into an effigy of a humanoid bearded figure. And,
I'm sorry. Can you
yeah.
back up for a second?
Yes.
What was on it again? My apologies.
A small leather sack, what seems to be a stone candle holder, because there is a very small
Space for
space for a candle, as well as some like wax residue, and it seems to be carved into some kind of effigy of a humanoid figure with a beard.
the bearded humanoid figure. Okay. And so the effigy is this stone altar? Like that's the carve? Or
the candle holder is carved into an effigy of some
Oh,
kind of figure.
okay.
But
Okay,
the
I
altar
understand.
itself is a square slab, and then there are 3 standing stones near you, which only are
Around it.
about 4 feet tall or so. The tallest one is about 4 feet tall.
That's pretty short. Okay.
And there are like inscriptions on that one as well.
On the standing stones?
Yes, but and it's kind of just like decorative. They kind of like arch across the edges of the stones themselves. So yeah.
Okay.
Are they in a language that we can understand?
What language do you guys understand?
Draconic.
Infernal.
And
Common.
Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Elvish, Orc.
you guys don't understand this language.
Cool.
Does anybody have a
do
spell?
I recognize that effigy?
Make a religion check.
May I check for the same?
Sure. You guys can roll. You can roll with advantage if you want, or you can just roll separately and go.
We'll roll
whoever's higher.
separate.
Okay.
Really?
I'll roll with an advantage.
I rolled with an advantage, but
Oh,
do you want to roll separately?
I just
No, sorry, I didn't mean like
I don't know.
it's a 17.
We'll
17.
With
go
our
with his.
combined knowledge, it's a 17.
Yes.
From the teachings that your master had originally told you when he was teaching about all the various
I
religions.
apologize.
You do recognize that this is supposed to be a effigy of the first dwarf Marikval, which is the patron god of dwarves.
That's odd, but okay. I will keep it on my person.
Okay.
What's in the leather sack?
4 gold pieces.
I'll take them.
Okay.
I think. You're giving me weird looks. I don't trust you.
You take the gold pieces. You pocket them.
I take the gold pieces and I give one to Gunther.
Okay.
And I give one to Alex.
Okay.
Sorry, Sylack and Bor.
Okay.
I take the gold.
And we'll split the final gold piece later when we can break some change.
Okay. All right. What would you guys like to do now?
I don't trust you.
Interesting. Okay. Anyways.
It's kind of odd to just have a candle holder and a sack of gold on a stone slab.
Altar.
That was a sound.
Does the I
Excuse me.
apologize.
Excuse me.
Does the writing on the standing stones and altar match the crystal, the ruby?
Nope.
Different?
Yep.
Oh, this is just getting more confusing.
Can I put the ruby
If any,
spike into the candle holder?
But the ruby spike in the candle holder, it doesn't really fit.
Okay, I
The-
take
the
it back
spike-
out.
The spike itself is like this, but longer. It has
Yes.
3 sides, and then it
Yes.
has the ruby right up here.
I'm gonna begin just watching these two investigate while I begin the process of a ritual.
What's the ritual?
Find familiar.
What are your? Do you need any components for that?
Make sure here.
Alex, looking for his familiar.
Oh, never mind. I need some stuff. I'm not doing it right now.
a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, do remember to face the mic when you're speaking.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So you guys have investigated that small altar.
Well, I think the only thing now to do is to go back to the bees.
Okay. You guys head back through the forest, following the tracks that originally led you there. Unless Gunther wants anything, or you guys all want to go back? Or
No, we're going to the bees.
okay, cool.
Going to the bees.
All right. You eventually head back, and you return to the farm.
What time of day is it?
Time of day? Okay, so let's see. You guys left around mid-morning. So let's see. It would be about a...
We only spent like half an hour. Actually, no, we had a short rest. About 2 to 4 hours and investigation.
Well, tell me how long you guys decide to rest for.
2 hours. Oh shit. 3 hours, I guess. 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
So at this point, it's probably about three in the afternoon.
Okay,
It was a
that's
3 hour.
midday.
It was a 3 hour walk from Onexa to Commodore.
Midday.
So, yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Right.
That's all I needed to
Back
know.
at the bee farm.
Back at the bee farm.
We should head to the beehives.
Well, that's where we're going. Back to the bee farm.
All right.
Okay. You return. The busyness has died down a little bit.
The busyness.
Yes.
The busy bees.
They aren't as busy as bees anymore. Yeah. You can to an extent. It actually seems like everyone's taking a lunch break.
They're droning now.
You appear. You pretty much. You see that everyone's kind of crowded around this outdoor dining area near the main manor and the barns, the basic building structures. And you guys pretty much just appear from the woods, bloodied and a little bit burned, just strolling casually towards this luncheon area. Everyone kind of just stops eating and just kind of stares at you as you quietly approach. You're not entirely sure what to do, but immediately Armand Braid comes and says, he's like, "Mon amis, you returned! So what happened? What happened?"
We found
He comes running
something.
towards you guys.
We have to confirm it was the problem.
So what did you encounter? Was it a bear?
I present the owlbear head.
My dude.
He's like, oh, that is, it's, is that owl head? I didn't know owls could go that big. What's it?
It's an owl bear.
Oh, that explains a lot, I think. But if that is what destroyed my hives, I will take your word for it.
Hold on.
Yes.
We do not know that it destroys your hives.
We followed the tracks. The tracks led us to some very angry deer, and we found this owl bear, and they all tried to kill us.
I
Is
have a
this-
simple
is-
way to know.
Okay.
Follow me.
You guys
Go
follow.
over to the beehive.
Okay.
Show them the head.
How long does your spell last for?
I can just cast it at will.
Okay.
I show the head to the beekeeper.
No, the beehive.
Bees. Yeah.
I feel like Sylack still shows the head to the beekeeper.
I show the head to the beekeeper.
Hello, I have returned, bee friends.
I'm not sure that Sylack completely understands.
The beekeeper just sees you. You're just shoving it in his face. He's like,
I don't know why you want me to keep showing him the head. I present it to the other people who are eating lunch as well.
I keep speaking to the bees.
The smell of burnt flesh and fur wafts through the air as people kind of trying to keep their lunch down.
That's a gross smell. I hope you know this. It is. It's a really gross smell.
Some people are kind of dry heaving as you pass it around, just kind of as if you were like blessing the area and this is frankincense and myrrh, and just swinging it around, letting the smell waft through the air like incense. And eventually, people actually get up and actually leave the dining area because you keep doing this. All right, Alex.
That's weird. It doesn't sound like something
Are the
I would
hives
do.
that close to the dining thing?
Nope. He didn't follow you at all.
I followed him.
Yeah.
Okay, then at this point, I guess. Okay, we'll do it like this. As you were passing through the dining area to the actual beehive, he was just swinging this thing around and
Oh,
bothering
God.
everyone's lunch. You eventually bring it to the bees. Present it to the bees. It's like,
Hello, I've returned.
oh hey there. Want to listen to some jazz?
Not quite yet. Is this the thing that attacked you?
I just point to the head.
Yeah, I guess so. If that's an owlbear, yeah, they sound like our honey. Yep. It's like bears kill bees.
There is a grander conspiracy. I hope you stay safe.
It's like, oh, okay then. You want to listen to some jazz?
Maybe later.
All right. It's like,
What is jazz?
and the bee will return to his hive unless you want to say asking him.
Nope. That's all the talking to bees I need to
All
do.
right.
That is it.
I said it's one specific bee. It's the one bee. Somehow you found, again, the one single bee out of the entire hive. among the other hives.
I'm talking to a hive of bees, and it's Jerry Seinfeld. Do we need to make it any weirder by pointing out that there shouldn't be that many male bees?
Yeah, it's the voice of Jerry Seinfeld, but it's played by a swarm of female bees.
There's also the possibility that they're all just Jerry Seinfeld.
Oh God, no.
That insinuates Jerry Seinfeld's female. Made of bees.
I don't know. Jerry can sometimes be a pretty unisex name.
I turn to the French dwarf.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He's like,
This was the creature.
all right. Well, if this was the creature that destroyed my hives, then I am grateful that I do not have to worry about it anymore. Thank you so much, my friends.
Hold on.
Yes.
There was a deer.
There was you.
It was displeased with human behavior.
There was deal.
Okay. I guess that would explain the other smaller tracks that were around.
I think mystical creatures are angry with you or business.
That is not good for business.
I think they were angry with all of humankind. I don't think it was specifically our French fellow here. Is France even a thing?
I have to
Let's
imagine that this dwarf in particular doesn't have a beard, completely clean shaven, except for a very, very, very fine mustache.
I'm imagining a mustache, like a handlebar mustache, where the handlebar goes so crazy that it curls in on itself and then comes down to form a beard.
No, he has no beard.
No
beard.
No, it's not a beard. It's just go.
It's just a really, really long handlebar is what he's saying.
That's like a Fu Manchu.
With a with a very steep curve where it like literally just
curls over.
and then comes
It's
down.
like an almost Salvador Dali. Anyways, he's like, well,
It makes everything worse.
well, I suppose if I was a deer, I would get where he was coming from. But have you taken care of those as well?
Well,
How would
the
you
ones-
understand what he's coming from? Are you a deer?
No, but I'm just putting myself in the shoes, or shall I say hooves, of the deer itself.
Do you have something against humans?
No, not at all. They enjoy fine fruits. They enjoy fine meat. They are very good companions.
Listen,
Sylack
just
is very confused.
watch out for the deer. Watch out for any other creatures. We'll be on our way.
He's like, oh, hold on a second, my friends. You have forgotten your payment. He leaves really quickly and comes back with a sack, and hands it to you. It's like, as agreed per the guild agreement, 100 gold pieces.
Is that for everybody?
Yeah.
So split?
Yeah.
Okay. 3 ways.
And he hands Neville the sack.
One. Can we barter 120? It's a little easier to split amongst the three of us.
Make a persuasion check.
I'm always asking for more money.
I would like to give him an advantage on his persuasion by presenting the owlbear head.
Okay. Roll again then, please.
8.
8. That was an
Oh
advantage.
wait,
Ooh,
persuasion. 9.
9. I am sorry, my friend. It is. It's like I still need to save money to rebuild the hives.
Oh, that's all right. We'll just hang out here with our trophy for a little while longer.
He's like, feel free. I have lunch ready. We were in the middle of lunch. I will happily request the chef to cook some more stuff.
He's French. He can't smell anything.
Sorry, France.
Anyways, you guys do take a seat at the now cleared out dining area.
No, we're leaving. We're
Oh, you're
going
leaving?
back to the guild place.
Oh, all right then. But again, lunch.
I
is,
walk away.
Well, lunch is open anytime you decide to come back. You are always welcome back at Braid Berry Farm.
Thank you.
Right.
Good day.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
All right. So,
Merci.
it takes you another 3 hours to walk back to the guild. Nightfall has at this point it's nightfall. Just heading straight towards the guild.
Well,
nightfall?
do we need
Well,
to?
no, not nightfall, maybe dusk, because at this point it's like 6 p.m.
Because we
Yeah.
got back to Braid
Yeah,
Berry.
no, that was
Yeah.
my like. Is it winter? Are we?
Our,
6 in the dark?
do
Jeez.
we, as per a little bit of the confusion last session, do we need to go back to Montgomery?
If you want to.
But do we need to?
If we want to be sponsored,
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. If you want to.
that's
That is not the
Yes,
answer.
go for it. Yes, go for it. Go for it.
no, Manny.
Dude, yes
He's
or not?
asking if we need to go back to Montgomery
Do we need
for
to-
the sponsorship.
And then go to the quest board. Or who do we need to go for the sponsorship? How does this process work? Who do we go to?
Yeah, you have to go back to Montgomery first.
Okay, then we are going to Montgomery.
You go back to Montgomery, and she is inside of the, and you return to her shop just as she's about to close up. She sees you and she sees you approaching. She's like, "Oh, welcome back. How is the yeah, I can smell that from here. All right, let's head back
It
to.
went well, to answer your question.
All right, I was just about to close up shop. Let's head back to the the fast step, and hopefully they're still open. We can get this whole mess sorted out. She closes the door, locks it real quick, and you guys head over to the guild office. You open the door. You guys enter the guild office. Hello there, darling. And that the tiefling lad that was there says, hello, Master Montgomery. Are those you're back. Oh, how did the mission go?
I tossed the owlbear onto his desk.
Oh,
The
You will
owlbear
not
head.
believe it.
well, that'll certainly take out a beehive or two. All right. Let me get this process, and the payment was on completion and presented to the one who gave the quest. Armand Braid, was it? He paid you all right.
Yes.
All right, good.
I didn't
All right,
want to
then.
say anything.
So, this was
Should've
this
said
is
no.
considered this was considered your lack of a better word, entry exam. Montgomery has witnessed and sponsored this. I'm just going to need a name. Are you individually applying as guild members, or are you applying as a group?
Individually, honestly, I do not know these men that well.
Fair enough. If you do decide to stick it a bit longer, then just let us know, and we can at least make it a group effort to narrow things down.
What?
Should it be individually?
What?
Does Novell have a group name? Sylack doesn't have a group name.
Novell does not have a
Boar
group
does
name.
not have a group name. Boar is simply driving this sting.
It's like,
Masters of the Stain.
what? What just happened?
Inside joke for being dumb.
We don't have a name.
I can toss a few out if you're interested in hearing my 2 cents.
No, that won't be necessary.
Sylack would like to hear these.
Novell would also like to hear the third person. Anyway,
How about the Burning Bears
no.
or Fire Bears, something like that?
Sylack does not approve.
All right, fair enough.
Was that the only one that Tiefling had?
No, that was Montgomery's suggestion.
Oh, was that the only one that Dragonborn had?
Yeah, that was the only one she could think of off the top of her head because you presented to her a smoldering,
A smoldering owlbear.
yeah, owlbear head.
So a drunk, a lizard, and an elf walk into a bar. That was going nowhere.
Well,
I guess if we come up with a name, we'll come back.
All right, fair enough. I'm just gonna need all your names individually, please. So he gets all your names.
Yeah. Names Novell Barkton of Countryville County City Town.
He kind of looks at you as you say this, and he just kind of just has to write. All right, and then Boar. Does Boar have a last name?
He does. Let me pull it up real quick. 'cause
Question.
I can never remember.
While he's pulling that up,
Yes.
what? I know you have this whole world in your head.
Mhm.
Where or how are we in relation to the main cities, the main get-go, the main...
The biggest city, Maxis, which is the capital of the empire, would be on the more western side of the country. Onexa is kind of right in. If this is the U.S., it'd be probably. What was next to Utah when we were traveling? Was it Kansas?
Which side? There's a few sides of Utah.
The left. It would be on like the lefternmost side of the Midwest.
Western? Nevada.
Yeah. Sure, let's go with that. Yeah.
Unless you're talking about a little bit more north, in which case you're talking about either Utah or Colorado.
Okay. Let's go with like maybe northern Utah.
Okay.
Which would be
So-
Idaho.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah. That's kind of where.
So
that's
we're
where
pretty
Onexa
far.
is. A little bit, yeah. Maxis would probably be on the.
So
Maxis would be probably Oregonish.
Oh, damn.
That's really
or like Northern California, is what you're saying?
As long
or
as it's not,
Oregon?
yeah. Maxis gets seasons. So if it snows in Northern California, then
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that's where.
How
It'd be.
big is this empire?
Let's just go with say the continent. The main continent that you guys are on is about the size of North America.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty big.
But it wouldn't be
pretty big.
the exact same exact shape. So,
Right.
yeah.
Well,
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
You should really draw a map.
I'll send
It'd
me
be,
the
so-
thing.
so the reason-
you made your map in later.
The
I
reason
made it in Photoshop.
Oh, okay.
The reason I bring this up is because I was curious about how certain names would travel across.
Okay.
That's the only reason I ask.
I'll get back to you on that. All right. So yeah.
I
Okay.
have a name.
What?
I have a name.
You have a name. It is
We should be the Secret Six.
the Secret Six?
How about the one tail?
2, 3.
It's a
It's a low key inside joke, I think.
Critical Role. Their campaign 2. They call themselves the Mighty Nine. There's
But-
only 6 of them.
Wait, 6? That was 7 only.
There's 7. Yeah, sorry. There's 8 if you count Frumpkin.
True.
9 now if you count
Caduceus.
the dog.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it doesn't actually do anything.
I am okay with going somewhere along those routes if maybe...
You get more players.
No.
Oh.
No, I could care less about that.
Oh, okay.
I feel like a lot of our dynamic, the three of us, hinges on him being drunk, you not understanding anything, and me being annoyed. So, numbers aside.
That is fair.
I also think there are 6 heads to Bahamut, so I think that works out in Sylack's head.
I thought Bahamut was just like one big platinum dragon. It wasn't like multi.
No,
like
Bahamut and Tiamat are multi-headed dragons.
Really? Okay.
Of their chromatic or metallic side.
Okay,
So-
that would make sense actually.
Well-
Bahamut has gold, copper, silver,
Right.
etc., etc. Tiamat has red, blue, white, etc., etc.
That makes sense.
If it has a canonical reason, I'm fine with Sylack throwing that out.
Like the true Mayor Hiram McDaniels.
What?
Yeah.
Bless you?
The
Multi-headed.
Oh,
multi-colored
him.
dragon.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
And now the weather.
It's cloudy. It sucks.
No. Cue weird indie song you will never listen to again.
Now I'm thinking maybe. I discovered that song.
So, anyway.
All right. So are you guys going with that?
Do we want to go with the Secret 6?
Sylack tosses his hat in the ring.
Yeah, sure. That's not terrible.
What do you say, Drunk?
I did not want a name. I will accept it.
I thought you had many names.
I have many names. I feel no need to name in a group.
Well, I've certainly heard stranger. Secret 6 is it? 6 it is then.
I feel like the 1, 2, 3, Secret 6 it is then.
All right. The tiefling also gives a kind of a. All All right, and he writes down all your names.
The secret is our 3 friends you can't see. They are invisible.
Your crazy spells, I don't think count.
We have 3 invisible friends.
I do. They are yours too.
I don't.
Sylack has never had 3 invisible friends before. This is incredible.
Montgomery's kind of just looking at your guys' team dynamics, just like you're just like kind of chuckling to yourself.
Oh, they lived.
I still have this
Sylack
wide
is
gash.
literally lawful stupid. So
All right. The tiefling is just kind of trying to ignore this as he goes through all the paperwork. And he says, "All right then. Find the secret 6. Name here, name here, name here. You get some sealing wax, a stamp. All right. Here is your documentation, officially recognizing you as members of the Fast Step Adventurers Guild." And he hands all three of you a certificate.
I smell it.
It smells mildly toasty because of the recent wax seal.
I try to eat it.
Montgomery's like, "Oh no, dear." She makes and tries to take your hand and kind of just pull it away. It's like, this isn't for eating. This is you need to keep this on your person, not digest it. Just put it in your pocket, please.
I put it in one of my pouches.
Yeah. The tiefling
a
also kind
pocket?
of just had like a
What's a pocket?
just kind of had a and it's like, okay.
But not in like a nice fashion. I mean, I literally just shove.
Yeah. It says, try not to lose these. These do help identify you as a member of our guild. There are certain benefits to helping people who have been helped by the guild before. That being said, actually, and he pulls out kind of he reaches beneath the desk. You hear kind of a clattering, and he hands you all a small palm-sized disc with the emblem of the Far Step on it. Whenever you do help out with somebody who has requested the Far Step's help, give them these little plaques, so that way, if for future scenarios, they would people who aren't you or are other members of the guild do approach these people, they will they'll provide certain discounts, free lodging, things like that. But if they don't honor the fact that they were helped by you and they request our help again, then don't honor any kind of benefits, we essentially blacklist them.
Well, that sounds a little mean.
A little bit. It's guild business is messy sometimes. Yeah.
I lick the disc and put it on my armor.
Nice. Oh, actually, if you want to do that, he actually has a little bit of glue and just is like, here, you can glue this on your armor if you need to.
I don't think that's...
I take it off, let him glue it.
All right.
Oh.
It's on there.
I lick it and
Make a quick con save.
Thankfully, glue is not typically lethal.
Depends on the type of glue.
20.
unnatural.
Unnatural. You take a slurp, swallow it immediately. It has a kind of floury, yeasty taste to it, and it's pretty. It easily goes down. And you slap it on, and it manages to stick. The tiefling, however, looks at you with like, and Montgomery even kind of goes.
Don't mind him.
Just kind of.
He's lovable.
Huh?
Don't mind him. He's lovable.
He certainly has personality. Yeah, that's for certain. All right, lads. Congratulations on joining the guild. There are plenty of other guilds around the area. Just present yourselves your identification, and one's more certainly busier than this one, and they will happily take you in as one of their own. It's like guilds. The various guilds have their own. Are usually settled in their own taverns. They'll have free room and board and food for members, so you won't have to always stay at a local inn. This one, unfortunately, is fairly new, fairly quiet, and it seems to be just the office. Is that right? Is that right? Is that right, darling? And he says, "Yeah, unfortunately, it's a bit of a quiet town."
What's the guild called?
Huh?
What's the guild
The
called?
Far Step. And the guild emblem that he gave you on those little coasters. He's given each of you about 3. You've put one on your armor, so you've pocketed the other 2, and you 2 have 3 as well in your inventory as well.
Why do we have multiple?
You know, just so you can like hand them out. They're essentially business cards.
That's expensive.
It's cheap wood.
That's expensive.
They make the money. They have their ways.
Also, isn't it a little dangerous to have us identify only by paper?
Well, we got the seal on it, which presumably, only that guild would have actually gone to the trouble of having the blacksmith make that seal for him.
Yeah.
But it's on paper. That's why I'm wearing the guild emblem.
Yeah.
Because that's a better identifier than presenting someone with a crumpled piece of paper that's going to be blood-stained, water-stained,
Yeah.
slightly charred,
Yeah.
a little frozen in certain places.
I can provide the rest of you as well with various with other forms of emblem if you need to.
I'm fine.
I will be okay.
Sorry, I'm making a stink because it's like, how are they honestly going to identify us? Because I'm going to forget that I have a piece of paper that says I'm from this guild, other than this emblem that I've now glued to my chest.
Right. Okay.
Armor.
All right.
The rest of us have memory.
So if you do happen to help random people on your adventures, just after you help them, just let them know that you are part of this guild. Leave them an icon, and hopefully they'll remember us in the future if they have any more problems. And they can also treat other traveling guild members in similar respect.
Cool. Sounds good.
Shall do.
We all done here?
Yes, unless there's anything else you need, I don't have any jobs for you at this very moment. But hopefully something will show up tomorrow. You guys have made things a bit more exciting as far as I'm concerned. This is the busiest I've been all month.
Awesome. Well, let us know, because we got to be in town for a little bit.
Will do. All right.
So
what are you planning on doing for the rest of the evening? I'm thinking of possibly celebrating, considering this is the first time I've seen a guild team come together in quite some time.
aren't you moving?
Perhaps I can stay for another. How long are you planning on staying in town for?
How many days do they need to refine that stuff?
Did I write it down?
A week.
They need it a week.
At least a week. Minus a day.
I can stick around for a little bit longer. I think it's like that little trumpet said. You guys have made things a bit more exciting, and you are a very colourful motley crew. Unlike my own team way back when. A half elf, a human, a dragonborn.
She ain't falling for this shit.
As she kind
Does
of
she know?
As she kind of like gently pats your shoulder. And
Oh shit.
it's like, I think we deserve a drink. And I mean, considering that little
I'm fine.
is like, I haven't seen a gash that badly since that displacer beast. But yeah, I'd say drinks on me tonight. What do you say?
Where are we going?
We are going. It's like we are going to. Let's head to the Chalice tonight. That's a pretty nifty little place.
Where's that?
Follow me, and she follows you. She leads you through the streets to a much more nicer part of the neighborhood. You can see that lights are being lit and stuff like that. Various torches. Even a couple what seem to be almost gas lamp looking materials, and she leads you into a finer looking tavern. It's got nice stone walls. It has a canopy overhead, and there's a there's a very warm glow coming from the inside. And she enters.
It smells funny here.
It's like, that's the smell of fun, dear. And she immediately, and as she enters with a flourish and says, it's like, hello everyone. And then immediately everyone turns around, is like, Montgomery! and she just kind of like, hypes up the crowd, for lack of a better word, greeting everybody, saying hi, hello, as you guys follow her. A half-orc bartender comes up to her. He's like, good to see you again, It's like, oh, you're my friends this time, perfect. It's like, usual booth? And she's like, of course, darling, of course. And then they lead you to a booth and sit you all down. It's like I'm so glad. And then the bartender leads you. They're having conversations. I'm so glad that you guys stopped by before you moved. It's like we'll get you a special drink just for your occasion. It's like oh, thank you. And you guys sit down. It's like a little while later, Orc comes back. He has several goblets and another bottle of the mead. He pours you all
the mead, as in the one from the town.
The Braid Farm mead, and hands you all a cup. It's like, do you guys need anything else at the moment?
No. No.
All right. It's like, just holler if you need anything.
Oh.
And then
Get that guy an extra.
an extra.
Thank you.
Sure thing. Then he comes back with a bottle, and leads you to it.
Why do I need extra?
Because apparently you are the least annoying when you're drunk.
Oh. What? Oh.
What? What?
So, you guys are currently sipping drinks, but Montgomery, before Orkin leaves you, does order a couple of things for the table, and he eventually comes by with various hors d'oeuvres and whatnot.
How far away are we from the punched warg at this point?
Couple blocks.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, it's like, so aside from a nice hearty drink, what else were you lads planning on doing tonight? Maybe visiting the Clover House, perhaps?
Probably not.
Oh, it's like,
What? Wait, what is that?
oh, the Clover House is a local brothel.
Oh, no, probably not.
It's like, what about you? I'm sure a sailor like you is in need of shore leave.
How did they know I'm a sailor?
Isn't the coat that you're wearing kind of no?
No. It's just a jacket. It's just a coat. It's just a long coat he found.
Okay. What about
He's
you?
a bum.
I'm literally a hobo.
What about you? I'm pretty sure the money you made from today's thing will allow them will let them even you in.
Oh, I don't need to pay for that.
Oh, confidence. It's like, look at you, confidence.
He has prestidigitation.
Wait, what? For what?
For those small moments, if you know what I mean.
For what?
This is a PG-13 rated podcast. We will just leave it there.
Are you sure about it?
Half an hour ago, Gunther and I were going, bitch.
Well, I mean, okay. And it's R, not NC-17.
So, are you actually using prestidigitation, and if so, what for?
No, that was a joke, man.
Okay,
no,
just
no.
making sure.
He's not
okay.
using it.
Cool.
He
right.
said he doesn't
At no
need
point
to pay
did
for
he
that.
say he was using prestidigitation. Aaron was making a joke.
Okay, just making
He
sure.
said
I don't need to pay for that.
he doesn't need to pay for that, and I said he has prestidigitation.
Oh, okay. It's like, well, regardless, Montgomery says, like, sometimes confidence can get you a lot farther than money. It's like, and what about you, dear? And she kind of just pats you on the shoulder. It's like, any plans for the night?
So, like, we'll go to sleep.
It's like, well, I mean, come on, you just defeated an owlbear, and it's like, you don't want to revel some more? It's like, have a little bit more of this meat. She hands you the thing. It's like maybe some food, and she grabs some of the various hors d'oeuvres, like steak, raw steak tartare and bread and stuff like that.
I grabbed a little bit of a piece of bread.
Okay.
So no, there are many enemies of Bahamut that still need to be slain.
Oh.
There is no time for reveling, and I'll
Oh.
down my drink and say, Atzakatiu Nas, and walk away.
It's like, all right then. It's like,
And I head to the inn that we normally stay at.
okay. Are you gonna do any kind of interaction real quick, or are you just gonna head straight to sleep?
I head to the inn that we normally stay at.
Okay, you're there. So, and you're just gonna head to bed.
I mean, is there someone that I'm interacting with there?
Well,
It's
the
nighttime now, isn't it?
yeah, it's
That's
gotten,
also how far is the chalice from? I don't remember what the inn that we are.
Tally's Rest.
Tally's Rest, yeah.
And that's also a couple blocks down away.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
So we're gonna jump a couple minutes just for me to get to Tally's Rest. What's the
Excuse me.
nightlight street like?
at this point it seems like they're actually people are kind of walking around, either heading into a local tavern or heading into their various homes for rest. You do pass by a couple churches on the way. There is also and before you finally get to Tally's Rest.
I'll quickly return to the guild house
Okay.
and collect the owlbear head.
Oh, it's like, I was just gonna toss that, but yeah, if you want to take it, go ahead.
I take it.
All right. You can do
And
it.
as I walk back to Tally's Rest, I'll pluck its feathers, but keep them.
Okay. Make a investigation check.
Uh-oh.
I'm investigating something.
Yeah, just real quick.
Uh-oh.
Is it?
It's a singed owlbear head, so some of the feathers are burnt, but
I mean, all I'm doing is plucking them off.
okay. Yeah, you managed to get
But
the
I
ones.
keep anything that's not fully charred.
Okay, yeah, that's what you do. You have like a couple feathers, 3 or so, just stuff in your pouch.
Only 3?
How much were you planning on getting?
All of them?
I'm plucking the head of its feathers.
Oh,
So all of them?
you managed to get 19 individual feathers
Nice.
that aren't completely charred.
Okay. Okay, I'm at Tally's Rest, I guess.
Okay. You enter Tally's Rest, and this time there is it's not the green dragonborn who was there earlier. It's a human woman. Oh, hi. How can I help you? The tavern itself is fairly quiet.
Where's the owner?
Oh, fuck, what was the name? It's like, Branson's been awake like for 3 days straight. Last couple of nights. Paloma asked me to help out. Name's Sabine. It's like, nice to meet you. She extends out a hand.
I don't shake it.
All right, strong and silent type. Fair enough. Branson's been awake for the past 3 days. No sleep. Paloma urged him to get some sleep, so now he's asleep, and I'm run the bar. I do this sometime every once in a while.
What's been keeping him up for the past 3 days?
Oh, he just has that usual insomnia and all that kind of stuff. Nightmares from when he served in the war and all that kind of things. Yeah, you look like you've seen some battle yourself.
Some.
It's like,
Yes.
anything recent? I was like a good tale or two while I'm serving drinks.
Me, Sylack, and the Secret Six have slain an owlbear and many deer. I present the owlbear head.
It's like, oh, that is
If we may, pull away from his stuff
Okay.
at the moment,
yes.
because we've been chilling in our booth with Miss Montgomery for a little while.
That's why I was asking, like, do you really want to, like, have me
I
roleplay
thought-
this entire time?
I thought you actually wanted to. Okay, my bad. All right, if you want to go to bed, go to bed. You have a
Well,
chat
no,
with us.
I walk away. So go do your thing with them.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I walked away.
Okay.
Like,
All right. So Montgomery is perplexed. So what's with the lizard boy?
He is Dragonborn.
You sure about that? Have you met a dragonborn?
Yes.
I mean, you're looking at one right now.
I'm looking at a pretty nice one right now.
Oh, thank you very much. No, she winks. And
You're
like,
looking at one right.
it's like, but I mean, it's like if you're looking at one rat now, and me and him were literally standing right next to each other just a little while
Listen,
ago.
we don't care. Well, at least I don't care. If he wants to be a dragonborn, that's fine. He can be a dragonborn. If he wants to be a lizard man or whatever the hell he is, I don't care. He can be whatever he wants. He's the only person I've been traveling with over the last however many days
Yeah.
that doesn't annoy the hell out of me.
Hey.
I can respect that.
I just gotta stare without saying anything.
You know very well, drunk.
You've got an interesting team dynamic. How long have you been traveling for?
What has it been, like 3 days?
About three or 5 days, almost a week.
We'll say 3 days.
Okay.
3 days.
Really?
Yeah.
So why the Secret Six?
Well,
Oh, I'm sure it's something the
It was
dragonborn's
the,
got cooked up in his head.
Can I do let me do a religion check real quick.
Sure.
Let's see, you're 10, 11.
probably something religious on the lizard man's side.
Are you gonna give him any? You rolled an 11. Are you gonna give Manny a chance to tell you what you know?
You're aware that there are multi-headed dragon gods of some kind.
That's interesting. I reach back into the far reaches of my memory
Go for it.
to see if I remember anything that could. Oh, nope.
Yeah.
It's like, well, he did seem particularly on edge. I think that's the nicest way I can put it. Considering his departure.
He doesn't
attitude.
have time for nonsense.
That's unfortunate. Sometimes nonsense is the best part of traveling the party.
He is dedicated to Bahamut.
It's like, I know I have a couple of folk who are dedicated to Bahamut. Some friend, some acquaintances. It's like, what about you? What do you have to gain out of all this?
I have a home to protect.
Really now? Where the home would that be?
If you don't mind, miss, I don't think I should tell you.
Fair enough, fair enough. It's like, what about you?
I also have a home to protect.
And
What?
are you willing to divulge that information?
The world is my home.
That is the sappiest answer I think I've ever heard come out of anyone's mouth. I love it. And she toasts with you.
Oh. I down my pint.
All right.
What's your story here, Miss Montgomery?
Well, I used to be like yourselves now, used to be a member of the Far Step. I was once part of a group called the White Lions. We were yeah, the White Lions. We were a pretty rowdy bunch. Went on various adventures, did various things for the Far Step. But after I don't know, 50 years or so of traveling around, kicking ass, taking names, collecting a bunch of random nonsense that I now currently sell at my store, that's where it led us. The last time I saw my friends was maybe 10 years ago. Every once in a while I get a letter from them, but not much else. I thought I'd set up shop here. I thought it'd be a pretty nice town to, nice and quiet, but a little too quiet for my taste, so I was thinking about moving to the capital, setting up shop there.
Maxis.
Yes. Yeah, haven't been there in a while. And actually, one of my old compatriots, Blaine. He actually became another sponsor over at the local guild chapter there. Yes. But if you guys
I know
plan
the
to-
guild's there. I know the guild's there, but I'd never heard of Far Step.
Really now? That's unusual.
It's been quite some time since I've been to Maxis, though.
Fair enough. It is quite a journey. Yep. It's like make a perception check real quick.
Oh,
Jeez.
I'll take it. It's a nat 20.
Wow. You overhear. Excuse me.
Those are gonna be fun to listen to.
What? you overhear somebody in the back talking. You hear. Where was it? You overhear. He's like, I swear, I saw the ghost in the graveyard and I almost jumped out of my skin. It's like, oh no, you know what's really horrifying? I love life. It's like
mine would be horrifying too if I had one.
He's like, you heard that too? It's like, yeah, those two can get pretty loud, but they usually have pretty interesting stories to say. He's like, that being said, what kind of business are you planning on continuing doing here while you're in town?
We are waiting for a blacksmith to do some work for us.
Oh, armor? Weaponry?
Again, we haven't known you very long, and I'd prefer not to say.
Fair enough. If you are interested in sharing a bit more, I will just be as much of an open book as I will with you.
Appreciate it.
Me, whichever words that come with. But since you are going to be in town for a week, and that little guy said that he's not sure when the next job will come, why don't you have a chat with those two over there? They're a bit, like I said, they do have some interesting stories to tell, and it'd be nice for you to get to know this town a little bit better.
I might, but for now, I need to adjourn. What's your name? Boar.
Lazarvosk.
I wanted to say Borg for some reason. Boar, I will see you back at the inn.
I will see you there then.
Well then.
And I leave my drink, and I bid my goodbyes. You will notice, if your character does notice, that my drink is relatively untouched.
All right. It's like, well, looks like it's just two of us then. I'll take her. She takes your drink, pours half of it into hers, half of it into Boris.
That is not a problem.
Cheers.
Thank you.
All right. So, we'll get to you first before continuing Alex and Montgomery's little escapade. All right. So, where are you headed?
I make my way over to the punched warg.
All right. You enter the punched warg.
Because it is now nightfall. Yes.
Yep. It's nightfall at this point. It's not as crowded as it was when you initially entered. And you approach and you see the blind bartender still at the counter. It's like, welcome. Take a seat if you need it.
I stand.
It's like, well, at least get out of the way of the doorway. It's like, don't want you blocking the customers.
Oh, I assumed I walked up to.
Oh, okay. It's like, so how can I help you then? If you walked up to him then, it's like, need a drink, need a room.
Oh right, I haven't actually said anything
Yes.
yet.
Yeah.
You said he was blind.
Hello usually does well.
I'm back.
He's like, oh, welcome back then. I assume you have what I'm looking. You have the ring.
Of course, I have the ring.
All right, follow me, Chauncey, and a rugged-looking half-elf sees him, looks towards him. Watch the bar for me, will you? And get Reginald, but while you're at it, follow me, and he leads you out back. And you follow him through the back of the building, of the establishment, lead out into the door, crisp night air, in a rather dark alleyway. Farther back, away from the main street, it's like, all right, just give me a second. Then a little while later, a dragonborn, a red dragonborn in black armor.
A lot of dragonborn in this city.
Walks through the door, closes it, and kind of just stands there. Stands by the door.
I feel attacked.
Huh?
There's so many dragonborn. I feel attacked.
Can I see the ring, please?
I cautiously pass it over.
He gingerly takes it. Rubs his thumb on the sigil. Yep. That's the one. Do you know what you have here, kid?
I've got an idea. I'm hoping you can tell me more about it.
You first. What's your idea?
I'll tell him basically what was told to me, that it was a key to the stuff.
That's about half right. This used to belong to a master thief known as Joseph Bolero. He was also called the Soft Paw. He was good at what he did. Stole millions out of the vaults and homes of the rich, the poor, everyone, and everything in between. But at the very height of his career, he vanished without a trace. And all we know is that he left behind vaults and vaults of treasure. And as far as I can tell, this ring is the best way to get to finding all that stuff. So, he hands it back to you. How much you want for it? Let me start off the bid. I'll give you 1,000 gold for it.
Listen, money's not really a concern for me,
All right.
and I'm not sure that I want to part with this.
Interesting. So what would you like to do with it
Well, I guess if the die is right, the die is right.
Was that the die?
No, that was the other die.
The other die is now the only thing I trust to make decisions for me.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to currently remember back to the previous sessions before I make my statement. Because Hovar had told me that that was a key to a ton of treasure and that they were looking for it.
Right.
Right? But that was basically all they told me.
Yeah.
There's another group that is threatening my home because they want this ring.
Really?
And it is possibly the only leverage I have.
And who would that group happen to be?
That name.
No, Dreadwatch?
Yes, thank you. I don't know why I keep forgetting it.
Well, let me guess. Well, who told you exactly to come see me about it?
Hovar mentioned it.
Oh,
Mentioned you.
That idiot.
He was an idiot. Couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah. He unties the bandana, and you can see that now that his eyes, in the darkness of the light, they are pretty much fused shut.
Gross.
With like scarring all across the eyes. I bet he told you to go find the Blightwatcher, huh?
He did.
Well, you're looking at him, and I'm just called the Blight. I am one of the local Dreadwatch chapter leaders. We all have different watch suffixes and all that stuff. Because I got a nice splash of acid on my eyes, I'm known as the Blightwatcher. So yes, we do want this ring. Let me sweeten the deal then. 1,000 gold, and a favor you can cash in right now. We'll leave whatever town it is that you are trying to protect alone. We'll keep it off our charts, keep it off our maps. We won't try to do anything with it.
How can you guarantee that?
I'm the local leader of the place. It's of the area. Hovar wanted to prove himself. I sent him to some small backwater place where he could be of use but not grow too big himself. He's obviously fucked that up, and so
I'm sorry.
what?
Just he's obviously fucked that up. Can't trust him for nothing.
And as far as I was concerned, that place didn't have much strategic value to me, at least. We'll focus on some of the bigger areas. So your little backwater town will be safe, and you get a nice little bit of 1,000 gold to go along with it. This ring will lead us to something that's 10 times worth more than any kind of physical or vantage point we can make use of for whatever it is that you are wanting to keep safe. Just give me a name. I'll make sure to strike it from all our records, and we can call it a deal.
Just remind him that you have a Dragonborn paladin. If he fucks up.
What about the rest of you? Anybody above you? How can I guarantee that they're not going to try something?
Those guys are on the West Coast. They're busy with their own shit.
What if I want in?
That's a in on the deal or in the Dreadwatch itself?
I don't care about the Dreadwatch. What if I want in on whatever's on the other end of this ring?
Now that's a different story. I can work with that. It'll help. You seem like the traveling type. I am regaled to my business here. Let's say a 50-50 split on whatever you find.
And you leave my town alone?
Of course. Like I said, I only sent Hobart there to shut him up.
That's entertaining to me. I'm sorry. My comrades have to be able to come with too.
Sure thing. Whether you want to let them know about our little deal is all up to you. Just know that whatever they get is part of your 50. I'm not splitting it 50-something, 25, 25, 25 or something like that.
That's too complicated. I don't want to do that math. One sec. Hold on. Give me a second here.
50 divided by 3. If we had a fourth, it'd be probably easier.
No, I'm just looking at something here. Would he be sending any of his own men with?
I won't be sending you any of my men. We're spread out thin enough as it is out here. If you do want to keep in contact with us, I can provide a way you can keep in touch with me. Let me know what you find. I won't send anybody with you immediately, but if you do find a vault, find a way to get in, I will send somebody there to keep watching, to assist you more or less, or at least keep watch on the whole operation. But he won't do much more than just be there to let me know that you did find what we've been looking for.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Is that a deal then?
Yeah.
All right then. He extends a hand.
Mm-hmm.
Shake on it. All right. Keep the ring, and Reginald, let's get some gold. All right. Come on back in. He leads you back into the into the bar. He's like, "Thank you, man. Just he's like, I'll take it back from here." He grabs a pint. He grabs two glasses, pours a dark brown ale. Reginald comes back with a sack full of gold. Sorry about that.
Excuse you.
Yeah. That just kind of came out of nowhere. Drops on a table. Make a perception check real quick.
Oof. That is a 11.
You notice a couple of the few patrons who are in there, eyeing you as this sack of gold makes an audible on the bar counter. It's like, I want you back. It's like, not all these guys are mine. Some of these guys are some random vagrants looking for the most unwelcoming place to dine. But for now, he hands you a pint.
I have a dragonborn with me. I'll be fine.
Oh, I like your style. He
Dragonborn paladin. Asterisk. Which, by the way, if anybody goes back on their promise on that town, will be after you.
I trust you. It's like I'll take your word for it. He hands you a pint. Cheers on a new fruitful and hopefully long friendship. Toast.
I kind of put it to my lips, but I don't drink.
He downs it immediately. Nice and cold. Well, is there anything else you needed from me, or?
That'll do it. Thank you.
All right then. Real quick, and then he pulls out two stones from underneath the counter. Both have a mouth on them, and he hands you one. Just speaking of this, if you haven't need me.
Thank you.
All right. And he
No,
slides.
put it away.
Okay. It's like, take care of yourself now.
You too.
Are you gonna leave the tavern?
Hmm?
Are you leaving the tavern?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to head towards the inn, and this can be your opportunity to switch back to somebody else.
Okay. Alex,
Oh boy.
at this point, you and Montgomery are 3 bottles deep.
Oh boy.
So
we are drunk.
yeah, you're drunker than she is. She stands at least a good foot taller than you.
Okay.
So yeah, but you're both kind of just laughing, regaling, sharing stories, and she says, "Is like, are you sure you're not in it for anything? Are you sure you're just traveling with these boys for just because?"
I'm not sure what I have to be in it for.
Yeah. It's like, well, you're not the first wayward vagrant that I've worked with. It's like plenty of Whoa, God Christ!
B.
Just buzzing. Yes. Jesus Christ.
Sorry guys, that just kind of flew through our recording.
Is she?
Wherever he was gonna let this go with Montgomery, it's not going there anymore.
She says, well, I know a place you can definitely head if you are so inclined. And she just kind of pokes your face just like, so inclined.
Oh, where would that be?
And we fade to black, and we'll take a break right there.
Uh-oh.
Alex, make a constitution check, please.
Oh boy, here we go.
Is doing that.
Oh shit! I am gonna be fine.
Well, what's your number?
He's finding out what his modifier is right now.
21.
Ooh. No? Yeah. Okay. Sure. We'll go with that. So,
We'll go with that.
This is not Boar's first time doing these things.
the next. Actually. No. Yeah. Let's run with that. Okay. So, the next morning.
Wait,
The next morning?
I was asking,
Oh yes. Yeah. So
what's her face?
Yeah.
Yes, questions.
I forget her name as well. So I think it's just go with I'll go with that name. Okay.
I actually don't remember what I was asking. What's her face?
Um,
She was asking me.
She was just kind of bantering, asking about like what your most recent battle was.
Yes, I present the owlbear head,
It's like, oh, that's a. All right, that's.
and it's plucked of feathers,
Oh, that's
so
a.
it's kind of naked and
Grosser.
That's
yes,
that's a quite a sight and quite a stench. All right, would you mind just kind of taking it off the counter, please? And then
I'm holding it.
Oh, you're holding it. Okay, yeah. It's like, well, that's quite a feat. Have you did you sign up with? Oh, I see the little thing on your. We have a room. If would you like to get a room so you can pack that in there and get
I
away
have
from
a
all the.
room.
Oh, you do. Oh, are you that party that came in with the half elf and the disheveled gentleman?
Yes, the Secret Six.
Oh, is that what you're calling yourselves? All right, cool. Yes, that's pretty neat. It's like, well, did you need like a quick meal or something before heading to bed? Nightcap, perhaps?
No, I have one. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Real quick, it's like, so what's all that armor for anyway? So, well, I know you're a fighter, but is there a particular reason? It's like it's a lot of it, and it's really shiny too. It's like surprisingly shiny considering you said you just fought a bunch of battles. It's like you one of those paladin people.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we got a paladin. We got the lawmaster here in town. Lawmaster Saladin. He's a.
God.
He's a member. He's a member of the Church of the Sun and Moon. Is that what you're part of too?
No.
Oh, so which? I know you guys have those like that weird like religious thing about you. So who do you worship?
I worship the metallic dragon god Bahamut.
Oh hey, that sounds. Oh yeah, I know that one. My sister actually is an acolyte over at the temple west of here. And that what's that? Oh, what's that one town? Oh yeah, Hillwood. Yeah, there's a small. It's the Empire has weird laws about worshiping the older gods, but they do have a sanctioned temple in the west over at Hill Rock. So yeah, if you ever want to head over there, just try and find a sister. Oh, why is she forgetting her own sister's name? Look for Sister Gailber Blaine. She should be able to help you. Let her know that her sister Sadia says hi.
Sadia?
Oh, sister. Yeah. Her sister Sadia says hi. I'm Sadia. She's Gail. So look for Gail Burbane and tell her Sadia and say Sadia Burbane says hi.
I will keep that in mind.
All right. Thank you.
I will tell the Secret Six that we should visit this town.
So it's a nice place from what I remember. Kind of stuffy to an extent, but because of all the. No offense, but it's like she wanted to go she wanted to find her gods. I kind of okay. I kind of wanted to stay in town, so doing my own business. So, but yeah, it's a nice place overall. Whenever I visit. Yeah. Well, did you need anything else at the moment, or are you pretty much good at this point? So.
I will go to my room.
All right. It's like, if you need anything, just holler. All right. Okay. So.
And I will slowly thump my way to my room. And then very carefully clean the flesh and sinew off the skull.
Ooh.
So that the owlbear head is no longer a owlbear head, but an owlbear skull that I now have just tied to my person.
Like on your chest or like your hip or something?
On my hip.
Okay, cool.
Along with the owlbear claws that are still strung around.
Right.
By entrails. By entrails.
Yeah. I mean, that's completely normal. Loot strings.
Yeah, loots used to be. Though those
goat
were
stomach.
typically cleaned out. Oh well.
Sylack doesn't know the difference.
I keep remembering Sylack does not really have a sense of smell.
Oh, he has a sense of smell.
But does he care?
No.
It just doesn't smell bad.
Yeah.
There are no bad smells.
So, are you gonna
Only
call
smells.
a night from there after doing your?
Yeah, I'll spend
Okay.
the couple hour or so
Okay.
properly cleaning off the skull.
Cool. All right. Aaron, did you head back to the tavern after your meeting? Okay. You essentially walked in on him just scraping the flesh off an owlbear head.
Isn't he in his room?
Oh, wait, you guys got separate rooms, didn't you?
Yeah,
Okay,
they
never mind
only
then.
had separate rooms.
Never mind then. So. are
Yeah,
you-
don't you remember? We only have separate rooms, girl. You've only been working here for what, 8 weeks now?
All right. Thank you.
It was pretty good, actually.
Actually, was very close.
So, you have okay. So are you retiring for the night?
You haven't even had me walk in yet.
Oh, yeah. You went back in. You went back
Okay,
in. You
well,
noticed
I'm
that,
in.
Yeah, you noticed that the green dragonborn isn't there. Instead it's a dark-skinned human woman. It's like, hi, how can I help you? Welcome.
Where's
Tally's Rest.
Where's
Oh, Branton? He's been awake for quite a couple of days. So
Oh yeah, he needed to sleep.
yeah, Paloma needed me to urged him to get some sleep and got me in to watch the tavern.
Where's Paloma?
Oh, she retired for a night too.
Huh.
The business gets kind of slow around this hour on this particular day at least. So she went to bed.
Let her know I said hi. And I walk upstairs.
Are you? Oh, never,
Oh.
never.
What?
It's alright.
What?
So,
What?
She mentioned the half-elven gentleman wandered into town a couple days ago.
Yeah, I don't see many half elf around here, so it must be me.
Perhaps.
I imagine there's not a lot of half elf. You haven't really mentioned, so.
Sorry. Well,
I imagine there's not a lot of half elf.
not that you've seen at least. So,
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
so yeah, it's like, all right, I'll tell her you said hi.
Thank you.
Let me know if you need anything, drink, food. It's like, I'll be up all night.
So will I. I walk away.
All right. And so, with everyone retiring for the night and you doing your thing, you made the Constitution checks. We cut to morning, and we'll start with Alex.
Oh boy.
You wake up. You wake up to a sharp teasing on your chest, and you awaken to see a large dragonborn woman lying next to you in bed, covered naked aside from sheets covering her. It's like, good morning, dear. And she boops you on the nose. Let me get you some breakfast. And she gets up, puts on a robe, and heads downstairs.
Good morning.
Christ. Are you gonna do Mommy? Are you what would you like to do? You're in a very, very soft, plush, purple silk bed.
That prestidigitation really worked out for you.
Yeah, it did. Apparently it did. I'm gonna put on... What room am I in here?
You are it's definitely a rather fancy looking room. You do see that your clothes and her clothes are strewn about the floor. It's a rather empty looking room. There are a couple of crates around it, is like dotting the area. A couple of white cloths covering some of the furniture. Doesn't seem like the room to an inn or anything like that. Seems too personally decorated.
Okay.
Oh, the bed also has its own canopy, so it has that too.
Oh, okay. I am putting on my pants and a shirt and following her.
Okay. You follow her down through the down a staircase which leads directly into the main shop area of what you recognize now as the inside of her shop. You can see that also some things are covered in various cloths. You do see a bunch of items like various boots, some necklaces, a couple of pouches, a weird orb. And you also see a register. You also see that there is a very, very large painting, like 5 by 7, on the back side of the wall, on the wall behind the register. And you see another door open, and you can smell eggs and toast being made.
Oh. I'm going to walk into... What's the painting of?
You see the painting consists of 7 people posing. You can see what seems to be a younger-looking Calypso. Montgomery, that's her full name, Calypso Montgomery.
Okay.
She's younger looking. She's a lot more skinnier, but still curvy. She still wears a lot of purple and a lot of makeup. You see a short human girl in a black dress holding a sickle. You see a tabaxi wearing multiple pelts and a hood. You see a dwarf samurai in black and gold armor. You see an orc, a half-orc, also dressed in...
Oh, back up. Dwarf samurai?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Or at least a dwarf wearing samurai armor.
We had a French dwarfman. You ground questioning dwarf samurai?
Manny's world is
Apparently.
interesting, Aaron. Just deal with it.
An orc another orc, a half-orc, also dressed in furs and armor, but a lot less refined than the tabaxi. A elf, or what seems to be an elf. All you really see is some kind of person with some pointy ears, wearing a large deer skull on his head, and various other animal skulls adorning his person. And a tiefling dressed in fine black clothing and a scarf around her mouth. And you can see that the frame is more or less very ornate and has a on the bottom has the Far Step Guild shield on the bottom of it, and at the very top of it, a sculpted white lion head. Oh, notice that? Did you? This is my old adventuring party, the White Lions, and she going from left to right. She says, "You know who that is." And then that one is pointing at the girl in the black dress. That one's Vanna. The tabaxi is Debix. The dwarf is Blaine. The orc is Piotr. The elf druid is Balmond. And the rogue is Portia. Yep, I traveled with these folks for a good many decades, and it was about 10 years ago that we last
They look
Come
like
out.
fine people.
They were
Dragonborn looks like extra fine people.
Oh, when does she just kind of nudges you in the shoulder? It's like she hands you a coffee and some bread with some eggs on it.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, dear. It's like
Now,
feel free to look around the shop, but just look.
Now, when exactly did you decide to start parting ways?
We all had, after we had done everything that we possibly could, made enough money, gotten enough resources and equipment, we decided we wanted to, well, some of us at least decided they wanted to pursue some of the goals that they had originally intended. Portia, the tiefling, she decided to head back to the tiefling continent of Zonus to discover answers to her origin, perhaps find her family. She always went on this about how she was an orphan. She grew up on the streets. She knows how it is to live a tough life. It's like, so she decided to go find her parents.
I'm just gonna speak in Tiefling real quick. Infernal.
Oh, it's like, oh, you know the tiefling tongue too. It's like, no wonder you're so good with your tongue. Balamon, the fellow with the skulls on him, he always fancied Portia and volunteered to come with her to help her out in finding her origins, and he always wanted to see what the animals of Exonus were like. Blaine, me and him still keep in contact every once in a while. He's still the only active member of Farstep. He's the one who I mentioned over in Maxis. Piotr, he went back to Vasilia to reunite with his tribe with all the new powers he acquired. Debix, she also returned to the forest of Timbervault up north. And Vanna, Vanna was interesting. She was our healer. She was our cleric, if you would believe that. But she was very obsessed with death. She actually had this whole thing where she would, if we were on the verge of death, she would actually ask us if we wanted to come back to life. And she was interesting. She said she wanted to become a necromancer who fought for the dead rather than with the dead to fight the living. She just kind of vanished. I don't know if she ever accomplished her dream or not. But yeah, she was an odd one, but she was a very sweet girl, believe it or not. So what about you and your friends? Think you'll be sticking around with them long enough to get yourselves a painting in your guild home, in your own home base? Oh, that being said, we had a home base, but once everyone started to clear out, and I couldn't afford the rent anymore, I had to take everything out with me. So.
Quite frankly, I do not know.
Well.
They seem convenient at the time, though I come and go.
That you do.
Oh. But I take my time doing it.
That you do. And you two clink coffee cups. Are you okay, Aaron?
Yep.
You made the mistake of taking a drink while these two are role-playing right now.
Yep.
Aaron does not like it. You know what I do not like? If we do this live action.
Oh no, this is part of the funniest parts are going to D and Dubs. Guess what's super funny right now? I hope you're ready to be flirting with Manny.
Don't worry, I'll be wearing a dragon mask.
This is
with, big old...
This is the exact reason why I'm trying to keep my character's flirting with Paloma to a minimum.
Well, I'm going all in now.
You already did.
All.
It's like let me tell you this. We're a lot like you and I.
Like pelvis deep.
Because it is, as far as I know, because it is the scientific term, scrotum deep. And that's okay.
It's just something Aaron can place in different parts later on if he chooses to.
Beep.
Beep deep.
Anyway.
Believe it or not, we're not so different, you and I. It's like I too was just a wandering minstrel, trying to find my place in the world, trying to find my friends, my family, and I found it in the White Lions, and I would not trade any of those memories, the good or the bad, for anything else in this world.
I could understand why.
Friendship is quite a powerful thing.
Almost magic.
Indeed. Alright.
Aaron is done with this shit right now. You might want to switch over to him.
Skill check. Almost magic.
Alright.
Let's skill check. Definitely PG-13.
Alright.
Yeah, hold up.
Was there anything else you'd like to
Skill
do real
check.
quick?
Parties are magic.
Jeez. Alright. Is there anything else you'd like to do real quick? Ask any more Montgomery any questions or
No, I don't really have many.
Okay. So you guys are gonna quietly eat your breakfast, just kind of staring at this fantastic painting. And we're gonna go back to you two. Both of you kind of wake up at around the same time. Yeah, and head back down to breakfast. You notice that Boar isn't there with you.
I'll arrive 20 minutes late putting on my armor.
Right. Yeah. You'll
Shit takes a long time.
You'll do that.
I realize.
You'll do that. Paloma will see you. It's like, oh hey, it's like the usual. It's like,
Please.
all right. She heads to the kitchen.
Oh, can I get also for my dragonborn friend?
Sure thing. Usual as well.
Yes, no plate.
Just okay. She heads back, gets the stuff,
I'll arrive.
brings it back. It's like, oh, good timing. And she
Good morning, Neville.
Good morning.
and she
Sylack.
places the meats and stuff in front of you. It's like, all right, just holler if you need anything.
Thanks.
She'll go back to treating the other people.
I pull out a sack and I place it in front of Sylack. Don't eat it. It's not food.
Understood.
That's your share of our job yesterday. Inside will be 50 gold.
Sylack has a request.
What is Sylack's request?
I would like to go to this town to the west.
To the west,
To the west.
you say?
To the west.
Everything I own is in the box to the west. Yeah? What's the town?
I do not remember,
Oh,
but it is to the west.
well,
There is a temple to Bahamut there.
Temple to the Bahamut. Yeah, I think we can do that. Just need to figure out what the town is.
It is to the west.
Okay, good. We will try and go there. Yes,
Very good.
as soon as we're done with all of our Armalite business and all that.
Oh, right.
However,
Shiny crystals.
depending on how far this town is, maybe we can go there and come back. To the west.
As you guys are having this conversation, two guys burst in laughing. They're not drunk, but they are quite loud. It's like, beans. What do farmers need beans? Who farm beans need beans for? It's like,
Bless you.
Beans are beans.
Farm beans need beans for.
Paloma sees is like, oh hey guys, it's like, what are you being so loud about early in the morning? And it's like, there's this guy out there selling beans to us. It's like I'm on a farm that already already makes beans. What else is like? What do we need beans for? And just as the door closes, you're kind of hearing. You hear in the distance. It's like beans for sale, incredible beans. And the door closes at that point, and it's like I mean, it's like they could be from I don't know. They could be from that one desert kingdom in the distance. It's like yeah, but we already have our own beans here in town.
I will get up.
Okay.
I'll approach these men and Paloma.
It's like hey, whoa, hi there. It's like he's a guest. Don't worry. It's like
Good morning.
good morning.
There is a town to the west of here.
Yeah, there is.
What is it called?
Hill Rock, I think. Yeah, is that? Yeah, Hill Rock. Yeah, that one place that used to be a mining colony. Yeah.
Thank you. And I'll go back to Neville. It's called Hill Rock.
Hill Rock, the town to the west.
Yes.
Good to know.
I heard there were beans for sale.
Is that what those gentlemen were talking about?
Yes.
I'm gonna go over and talk to the gentleman. I'm just gonna stand up, walk up to him.
It's like the first person who says hi is Paloma. It's like, oh hey there, and then the guys look like, oh
Hey.
It's like
Wait.
hi.
Hey.
It's like, hi.
Hey.
Hey.
No. Hey.
Hey.
She's gonna say hi, and then the other guys are gonna say, oh hello. You with that dragon? You with that dragon fella?
Yeah.
All right.
Hill Rock. He asked you about it?
Yeah, he asked about Hill Rock. Just
How far away?
2-3 days. 3-day walk. Yeah.
How? This is not in character. This is a genuine question. How would one, if we're in Idaho, okay, for example,
Right.
how does one travel to the capital city of Maxis?
That one will be a week long walk. I'll have to check Google Maps to see how far it is from like.
It's not a week.
I think we are much closer then to the city of Maxis.
Oh.
Yeah, if it's only a week walk, it's not as far as you think.
Okay.
We don't walk very far.
Then I think I need to like focus a bit more where exactly that would.
If it helps,
think about it this way: if we can spend a round of combat to move 30 feet, right? So it takes 6 seconds to walk 30 feet, theoretically.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Just
scale
from
that up.
perspective, theoretically, if you just
it's not really walking.
walk
It's
at
just
normal
walking on
pace,
D&D Beyond, but
taking your time and stopping to eat and sleep and all that, you're only walking like a grand total of 7 hours a day. At a normal rate, you will travel 98 miles in a week.
Oh, okay.
if it helps, in my campaign, that map that I have where it's Masarni and then a little blip of the new town,
Right.
that's exactly 4 days walk
Oh, okay.
in terms of distance. And I don't know if you've seen like the scale of the hexagons, but it's like
100 feet, right?
miles.
Miles.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only reason you guys managed to do it in 2 is because you were riding by horseback at a fair gallop. Trot.
Okay.
So, like, realistically speaking, right, if you were to walk non-stop, you might get from one side of the city of Las Vegas
Right.
to the other in a week.
Yeah.
No, you would get there in like a day.
Yeah, no. Like I
40 miles.
I actually calculated this via Google Maps. Like walking from my house to Henderson takes like almost 10 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that from Henderson, like from my apartment to your house, that's only like 20 miles.
Yeah, but like from here to like Santa Fe Station would still only take like 10 hours.
Walking.
Yeah. Yeah, so you could easily split it into a 2-day walk.
That's literally like 40 miles, though.
Yeah. Average foot speed is about 2 miles an hour.
So if you're saying that it's regardless of geography, if you're saying it's like a week, so we could assume that travelers going to and from might take carriages or horses, or some kind of
other than 2 legs.
yeah to speed up the journey.
Yeah.
Okay. Regardless of the actual geography of it.
Yeah.
If it's so we're not like super far out from the capital.
No.
But we're a decent ways.
A distant. Yeah. You're pretty. This area is pretty in the middle of the continent.
Like it would take a little while to get a message back there and back.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Okay.
Well, depending on the service you choose.
But anyway,
But it'll still take a while. Yes.
Okay. And so they're saying that Hill Rock is 2 or 3 days west.
Yeah.
Walking.
Yeah.
Out that way. Okay. That's a sound. Mary Kate.
Okay.
I was doing that earlier. I was like, okay. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for that information.
No problem. It's like, and then Paloma, are you gonna leave the conversation?
Well, I'm going to turn to Paloma for a moment. What are you doing today?
Still probably gonna be working, but I have an hour lunch if you want to do anything.
I reference my torn shirt.
What happened there?
I fought an owlbear. It's not a big deal.
What the? Wow. It's like, wow, you're interesting.
I need to replace my top, as you can see.
Oh yeah. There's a couple people in town who can help you out with that. There's a general store nearby.
There's a man selling beans.
We'll go see the beads, Sylack.
There's also a blacksmith nearby as well.
We've spoken to the blacksmith, yeah.
The elfin dude, the other half elf.
Wait, what? There's another half elf?
Yeah, he's there's
Bum bum bum. You have competition.
Being quite honest with you, Paloma, you're the only one I've really paid attention to.
Oh, I was gonna say Aaron's gonna have to step up that flirting with Manny game.
Yeah, he's either a half elf or a high elf, something with an H. He works with a bunch of the dwarves over at the Rock and Iron. He's a blacksmith over there.
That'd be good to know.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like the Dragonborn was intended for me now.
Who knows?
Hold on. I'm actually looking to see
Which blacksmith do you go to?
the gnomes.
The gnomes. That's all the way on the other side of town.
Oh, we had just gotten here. We didn't know what else to do. Also, a friend from from the place we come from referenced the gnomes as some handy people to work with here.
Oh yeah, they definitely are. They've definitely fixed up a bunch of the spigots and stuff here.
Oh, they're proving very useful for our business here in town. I think I will go see those half elves though, if you'd care to join me.
Oh yeah, certainly. It's like come on back around noonish.
Sounds good.
Right.
See you then.
See ya.
I go back and sit down with Sylack.
I was standing behind you.
Oh, I thought you were still sitting.
No.
Oh,
You just turn around and get a face full of metal. It's like, ooh, you okay?
I'm okay.
There's a man selling beans.
Are you done eating, Sylack? Yes, obviously you are. Let's go. Let's go see the man with the beans.
You see, like, the media is like,
Am I done eating? Is there more food?
You see, as you step out of the tavern, you do see that there is a little ways across. There is a man in a wagon offering various beans. He's gathered a small crowd, and he says, "It's like these are no ordinary beans. These." He pops a bean open, then waits a second. Then he pulls down his collar, and you can't see from how far away you are at the moment, but the crowd goes, "Whoa!" And he's like, "Yes!" He grabs a water skin. "Yes! For only 25 gold pieces, you can have all the power in the world and just a sack of beans." Any takers? Any takers? Any takers? And once the crowd hears the price, they're kind of like, oh. And like this, people start to break away. It's like beans.
What kind of beans are you selling?
Ah, there's a man with intuition. It's like these. He's like, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Burton. These.
Birdie?
Yes.
Like Bertie?
Yes.
Birdie the Bean Man.
Yes. These are my special enchanted beans. It's like a nice sack of 30 beans for 25 gold pieces will net you a wondrous random experience.
Cast detect magic.
Yeah, he's right. All these beans are enchanted. Everything in his cart is enchanted.
With what?
Not just that's they're
School of Magic. That was what
Yeah,
I'm talking
enchantment.
about. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, right. Never mind.
It's like I make them myself, small batch, secret family recipe. It's like they're fresh and they'll deliver a kick unlike any you've ever known.
How do you enchant them?
Secret family recipe. We just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We never get any. It's like we never get anything specific, but you know, it's they all tend to do the same thing. We have a limited recipe, but you know. I could really do something else if I had a little special ingredient, and I could get a whole range of things going on. But at the moment, I just have, as far as I can tell, 20 different effects coming from my beans.
I just realized what you're doing here.
Novell. Sylack wants to know if he should buy some beans.
Do you want beans, Sylack?
Sylack kind of wants beans.
What are you gonna do with the beans?
Eat them.
One at a time, I hope.
Why?
No, yes. Actually, that is important. Only eat one bean at a time, and wait at least 4 hours before you consume another one, or until whatever effect the bean creates for you goes away.
What happens if you don't?
I had an uncle once. Had. And once are both the keywords to that.
Maybe one at a time, Sylack?
Okay. I'll have 2 for 40 gold.
2 for 40. Make a persuasion check.
You see the stature of this man. Yes, I wouldn't turn down his offer, and it doesn't really seem like you're having many other takers.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
23.
You definitely don't sugarcoat it, do you? All right. Yes.
No, I don't.
These people around here, they wouldn't understand wonder and amazement if it bit them in the ass. All right. 40 gold for a pack of two bags of 30, right?
2 bags of 30.
Yep. All right. Here you go. And he collects the 2 bags, and gold and bag gold, pockets it. Thank you, gentlemen, very much. It's like. Oh, by the way, it's like if you want to see one of the effects from earlier that the crowd was wowed by, he pulls out his collar and he has visible gills, kind of on his throat, and then he takes another swig. Don't worry, it only lasts for a couple hours until it starts to go away.
These are random, though, right?
Yes. It's like but for the record, sometimes they'll be good, sometimes they'll be bad, but they all have various effects.
Do you know where Drunk is?
I don't, actually.
Sylack has a fun idea.
Well, I think we should go find him then.
If we ever happen upon each other again and you happen to run out of beans, just let me know. I travel all around the continent, and hopefully, if I make enough, maybe I'll start selling my wares on the other side of the worlds.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Atzakatu Nas.
Have a nice day.
And we'll.
What does that mean, Sylack?
It is draconic, but may the gods watch over you.
That's very nice. I like it.
All right. So, what do you guys like to do now?
We're
We'll
gonna
find
go
Boar.
find Boar.
Okay.
Oh god.
We still have like 3 more days or something like that to kill.
Yeah, it's been about 2 days since you've done the whole thing.
Yeah, so
And
we're on
so,
our
yeah.
3rd day.
We'll go with that. We'll go with that on your 3rd day. Okay. So, you eventually make a quick intelligence check. So,
Mr. Birdie bots every flavored beans.
wait till you hear his full name someday.
What was I rolling for?
Intelligence. Just see if you guys can harbor a guess as to where Boar might be.
I have a 5.
I have a 7.
You're wandering around the area, and you come across a bunch of various stores and whatnot. You see signs for the Curious Imp. You see the Hill Rock General Store.
I mean, we could investigate asking people around.
They could
instead of
also
trying
they
to
could
remember.
also just backtrack in their heads and think about where's the last place.
Oh,
they
I
saw
can't
Boar.
remember that. I'm stupid.
All right.
But I could.
Okay, go for investigation.
Hey, have you seen this weird homeless-looking man?
Nope.
Go ahead and roll advantage since you guys are both looking.
Woo! 17. Thank you.
Okay. Well, asking around doesn't really net you anything, but you do happen to ask somebody while you're right next to the two Madame Montgomerys. And in the window, you see, Boar and Montgomery staring at through a window, staring at a painting, having some coffee.
I imagine that they've only just finished that conversation that they
More or
had
less,
before.
yeah.
That way there's not a huge awkward gap
Yeah.
of time.
Oh yeah.
Is the door open?
No, it's actually locked.
Boo, boo, boo.
It's like both of you turn to see them, and Montgomery says, "Oh," and she tightens up her robe a little bit more, heads over to the door, opens it up. It's like, "Hello there." It's like, it's I see you had a fun night. I had quite a fun night myself. And come in.
Yeah, I think we can see that.
We were-
Boar?
Good morning.
We were
Good
just
morning.
having some breakfast, talking about my old guild companions. Have you eaten already?
We have. Thank you.
Oh, all right.
Appreciate it, though.
It's like, so, what brings you here? I figured Boar would take some time, spend a bit more time here before he headed back to his companion, but it seems you found him.
That's all that's brought us here is we were looking for him.
Oh.
Oh, you found me.
We did, in fact.
Drunk.
Yes.
There is a town to the west.
There are many.
It's called Rock Hill, I believe.
I've heard of
Hill Rock.
Hill
Hill
Rock.
Rock.
Hill Rock. We're
We should
going to
go
go there eventually.
Ah.
Sounds like it's a 2 or 3 day trip. I don't know if we have enough time to go there before the Armalite is finished, but we will be going there no matter what directly after.
I shall go with you.
Armalite?
I said nothing.
Oh, don't worry. I've seen enough things on my travels. When did you come across Armalite?
We mined out a small mountain near where we are from
Fancy that.
and managed to bring quite a bit of it for an employer.
Fancy that. Well, I mean, I haven't enough money as I need. I'm not interested in any of the Armalite stuff that you
Didn't
that
think
have.
you were.
But yeah, but it's interesting. It's like I haven't heard the word Armalite in quite some time. It's like, are you getting refined? Is that why you're in town?
We are.
Oh, all right then. All right. It's like, looks like I would recommend if you are before you plan on leaving to go any far direction, I would suggest getting that refined Armalite first, so that way you won't have to because that will sell for a pretty penny. And just in general, people do like shiny things. So even if you find someone who has no idea what they're looking at, they're gonna want to get it because it glows.
You're right. That's why I think we should stick around till after.
It also has a lovely warm feeling. It keeps you nice and toasty. That's what it is.
Sorry, like light's warmth. The sun is quite warm.
Yes. So, we will be going to Hill Rock directly after collecting.
Alright. Meantime, I suppose we need something to do.
In fact, I'd like to replace my armor that was damaged today.
Oh, there's that lovely high elf boy over at the Rock and Iron. He's a smithy.
Yes. I think I'm looking for something special, though. Can he accommodate?
He's quite talented. He does have. As far as I know, they do sell armor and whatnot, but he seems to specialize in weapons. It's like there's a couple of them there. There's a high elf, and then there's also the dwarves he works with. People find that kind of odd, but I find it very endearing. And
I gesture to my scale mail.
oh right, of course, yes. It's like
Which has been slashed through and burned.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's like I'd offer something, but most of the stuff I have is in storage, and I don't really want to go through that again right now. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I can offer you anything, but no, he should be able to. Anybody at the Rock and Island should be able to provide for you.
Good. Well, miss, hate to steal our friend away, unless he chooses to stay, but I think we're going to take our leave.
Oh no! He should definitely go with you. Definitely. He's like any small encounter is an adventure, and I think he definitely needs more of that. He's already had plenty of adventures with me.
And I can always return.
It's like that you could.
Well,
I'm gonna go grab my coat and my bag and head out with these guys.
Door's always open for you if you need me. It's like, and the guild master knows who I. The guild boy knows who I am and where I am, and if he comes by with a job, I'll let you know.
thank you.
Of course.
We'll wait outside for our friend.
Of course. Any sweet parting words you'd like to say to Montgomery, or would you like to just get your clothes and...
I'm gonna grab the rest of my stuff. I'll be back.
So, she winks.
I'll be back.
What have I gotten into?
What have you gotten into? What have any of us gotten into? What are we doing?
A real dragon.
You're flirting with Manny is what you're doing.
Oh god, it's practice and I don't like it.
That was a laugh.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Oh, we walk into the blacksmith.
Sure. Let's walk to the blacksmith.
Drunk.
Jeez, we had a long ass conversation,
Yes.
didn't we?
You
Yes.
seem hungover.
I am not.
Well, I have a pick-me-up for you. If you would like it.
Oh. What kind?
I'll reach into my bag of beans and pull out
Okay.
a single bean.
Alright.
I'll present the bean to you.
Bean?
A bean.
I pick up the bean. I just look at my fingers.
Yes.
Don't worry. It's okay. I've inspected them before.
What? Why would I want a bean?
It's gonna help you feel good. Feel better, at least.
What kind of bean is it?
It's a magical bean.
Magic.
Mm-hmm.
What's this going to do?
Its purpose is to help with hangovers.
What if I do not have one?
It's a magical fruit that'll make you too.
I'm just.
You should eat
Will
it
you
and
look
find
at
out.
yourself?
What?
Will you look at yourself? You're always drunk.
And
You haven't had a drink in at least 8 hours.
I will.
I can smell that on you.
I will pull out another bean from my bag and be like, "Here, just eat it like I do," and I will palm the bean as I pretend to eat it.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check.
oh,
That's a
What are
9.
you rolling for?
perception.
Yeah. Yeah, what, how do you roll for that? 9 versus...
A 19.
You see him go... That's the action he does.
Sideways, just
Yes.
like, but it's very obvious.
I just need to know what this bean's gonna do.
It's a bean.
Listen, it's a magic bean. It does things.
You're not giving me a whole lot of incentive to eat this.
Have I steered you wrong in the entire time that we've been together?
Well, you've been to some shady places and done some shady things I'm not quite sure about.
How do you know that?
I followed you into one.
When was this?
When did you follow me in
The
anything?
DM doesn't know you.
The punched warg.
Oh, no. That was after he had already done his thing, and then you came in asking what the heck a warg was. So you didn't really see any of that information. But you know he went into a seedy bar. That's the extent of
He has low intelligence, high wisdom. He's been around. He knows a shady bar when he sees one, and he sees a dude hanging out in a shady bar. He knows something's up.
You've also only seen me go into a shady bar once, and then we left as soon as you got there.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you really realize?
Are you gonna eat the bean, or are you not gonna eat the bean?
I'm just like, what is my incentive to eat this here bean?
To feel better.
It'll make you feel good.
I don't feel bad.
It'll make you feel better.
Hold on. Why didn't you give him the other bean? That's gonna make him more drunk.
Oh, you're right. Reach into my bag of beans and give him another bean.
It's gonna get me drunk. Oh shit. I want to eat this bean, but I want like a good reason.
That one
It'll
helps
make
you
you feel
get drunk.
How drunk?
How drunk do you want to be?
Give me an idea.
Probably a whole bottle.
I'm just pop it in my mouth and eat it.
All right, please roll a d20 for me, please.
Okay.
Gosh, all of this incentive just for you.
That one.
Ooh!
Gunther's excited.
Okay, so I'm actually really excited for this too because this is going to be very interesting the way this goes, and I'm actually really happy you rolled that. So you pop the bean in your mouth, you chew it a little bit. An immediate spicy flavor fills your mouth. It's a little unbearable, and after you swallow, you kind of just it's like you really need some water, but then you really need some water. And you just feel this kind of pit in your stomach that starts to rise up out of your throat, and
Oh,
where
no.
where are you guys, by the way?
Technically, we're in front of him.
Oh
Yeah, 'cause
boy.
we were talking to him.
Okay then.
I know exactly
Give me
what's
one
gonna...
Yes.
second.
This is perfect. I like this. Ooh.
Here we go. Okay.
What are we rolling for?
All right.
Survival?
Probably a deck save.
Probably.
No, actually, yeah. Just for now. Yeah. Please, both of you roll a dex save.
Yep. I got an 11.
11.
I like that face. I like that face. What is it, Aaron? What did you roll? Plus your modifiers.
Remember, any damage you take, you
Is it-
are like
is
the
it
one
this
pushing
number?
this.
I rolled a total of a 2.
So you got a nat 1.
I got a nat 1.
That's all I heard. I heard nat 1.
Okay. Since I didn't actually calculate this the way it should be calculated, here's how I'm gonna do it.
Now you don't betray me. Thanks, Die.
Alex, roll 1d6, please.
That's a 5.
Oh, okay. I'll round up for this then. Aaron, you take a face full. A boar burps and flame bursts out of his mouth. You take the brunt of it, taking 5 points of fire damage. You take half of that, so we'll round it up to 3. Both of you, Sylack manages to barely get out. Okay.
5?
Yes, 5. You barely manage to get out of the way, just kind of covering your hand as this happens, and it kind of singes some of your armor, a little bit of your hand, a little bit of your face, but it's not too much. But you take a full. Your eyebrows are gone.
Ow.
Are you dragonborn?
Your eyebrows are gone, your face is covered in soot.
Are you descended from dragons?
I just look at him. I speak infernal. Maybe.
I don't understand, but that sounded really cool.
I just realized how annoyed Nabil probably is right now.
Yeah, after you had just patted yourself out and you heard this exchange happen, and you're just looking at them, no eyebrows, just...
I just look at him with his no eyebrows.
I do feel better. My nostrils are cleansed.
At this point, you get a tap on the shoulder.
Worth it.
It's Paloma. Hi. Oh. I saw a light. I went to check. Saw it was you guys. Are you okay? She looks you up and down. Your clothes are stained. The shirt that was already torn is now charred even more.
Our drunk friend breathed fire.
Yes.
Is that something?
Sylack might have used him as a wall. Sylack apologizes. Please forgive me.
Okay. Are you okay?
Forgiven. It was worth it.
She's not looking at you directly.
I don't blame her. I am okay. Yes, thank you.
Hold on.
They wanted a show, they got one.
Sylack will use lay on hands upon your face. So Sylack will put a big clawed hand on your face and cast lay on hands, and heal you
I'm
back.
just kind of like, what?
How
is
many? You
happening?
took 5?
I took 5.
Heal back 5.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, yeah.
I don't get my eyebrows back though.
No, you do. You do.
Oh.
I'll just say for the sake of this, you do. The burn marks kind of go away. Your eyebrows kind of come back, but they're thinner than they last were. But Paloma isn't as perturbed. She's still kind of like, but she's like, okay, that's better. She's quietly to herself. Okay, that's better.
Have a brief sigh of relief.
You're right. It was worth it.
Thank you.
I'm on my lunch. I'm on my lunch break now. Did you want to head over to the Rock and Iron? It's not too far from.
Yeah, we're heading over there now.
All right, perfect. It's like hope you boys don't mind if I tag along.
They don't. Let's go.
You guys head over to the head over to the local blacksmith. It's like, Jameson. Oh, yeah, I know. So yeah. We'll just call it there for now. Yeah. I'll just say that she saw that whole exchange happen. She's very perturbed by your eyebrows, and you guys head off, prepared to continue the rest of the day.
Well, I got my eyebrows back though.
Yeah, you got
So
your
thinner.
skin. Your skin's a little bit tender, but you all kind of just walk happily down the street.
Kind of like a nice sunburn.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you guys just kind of walk down the street, ready to continue the rest of your day. But for now, we're gonna end it here.
That's where we're ending it?
Yeah.
That's where we're calling this session?
Yep. That ended on a pretty good note, though. Tap on your shoulder. It's Paloma. Right after lunch. Hi everyone, this is Manny the DM, wanting to thank you for listening to Feats Fantasies. We had a lot of fun this episode and would love to know if you enjoyed it too. You can talk to us on Twitter at Feats Fantasies with the hashtag Cataclysm Rising. If you want to help support our adventures, please consider donating at doubletake.xyz/donate. All donations will go directly to improving the podcast and future projects related to Feats and Fantasies and help us fund better ways to get you involved. Thank you again for supporting our podcast by listening. Please share it with your friends, and we will see you in the next one.